So I'll do the one thing that I can do this combat before the combat starts. You said that they breathe fire?
They have an ability to
So like,
shoot a molten, like it's a stream of molten brass, basically.
okay. Uh,
And they can do it
then I will touch,
every few rounds, basically. It's a line attack, basically. It's not a cone. It's a, but yeah.
my most damagey ally and give, uh, Alios resist energy. Let's see. What does this actually do for you?
Um,
10 points against fire for an hour. Unless we're level 7. Are we level 7?
no.
No,
Nope.
we're level 6.
Level 6. You'll probably be
10
level 7 soon, though, right? I think. I don't remember how much experience you guys are at, but
ish.
Hopefully. I want to
maybe
be
you're like
level
halfway
7 right
there, I
now.
think. I don't remember.
Of course you do.
I get something super fun at 7.
Okay, so how do we get it to come over?
The same way you get any big, dumb thing to lumber on over. We yell at it and insult
I'll let you
it,
do
or
the
throw a
honors.
rock.
How do
And
you
I think
insult?
I
Or
have
you
out
could
my
go on
rapier
over
and
to
mirror.
it and give it some gold. I hear that's what you did last time.
Not it.
Well, I mean, you were there, so yeah.
Not guilty though.
Uh, yeah, so
You
say
don't
like
know
I'm
any
saying,
different.
Amber was there. Amber was there. Yeah,
My
that's
only
Philippe's
mistake was that
strategy
the
last
coin
Amber
was
time.
wasn't
gold,
there.
not brass.
Oh, how far away is it, Pluto?
You know what? I can pull you guys to a map if you would like at this
That would
point.
That would
also
be nice.
be nice.
So that'll get you guys a chance to. Okay, so it'll be on the left side of this map. I kind of just reused like a dungeon map basically, except that it's not actually laid out like the dungeon. I'm just using sections of it for rooms. So yeah, you guys kind of came through this windy hallway there. I have you guys in a random order. You guys can set it up however you'd actually like. But yeah, the golem's just standing there on the other side of the room right now.
Order seems decent
So
except for
we're
Alias in the
looking
back.
into a room, or are we?
Yeah, you guys are on the right side here, and it's setting a guard over on this other side of the room on the left side.
Okay.
And yeah, you guys are all like, I mean, I just have the tokens spread out, but you guys probably are all kind of probably bunched up over here and like looking at it from around the corner, basically. Like I'm thinking, I don't know. Maybe you tried walking out into the room. I don't think anybody's done that yet, but
Well, maybe we don't want to pull it over here, and if it shoots fire in a line,
there
or
would
brass
be
in a line.
Yeah, don't pull it over here.
yeah, it's got like like a torch next to it as well. That's just lighting up right here, like a little ever burning torch, basically. So it's very easy to see it for everyone.
Are we ready to go?
Yeah.
So,
I should still have my protection from evil, even though I know constructs and whatnot. But I'm just clarifying that I should still have that on me.
Okay. Yep.
I think.
Yep.
And mage
Yeah.
It
armor.
won't matter against the construct because the construct's neutral,
Right.
but it yeah, it still could be relevant because yeah, I mean the who knows what's behind what is guarding, you know?
Ah, yes. Okay. Same day then. Good to hear.
Also it's a pretty decent bet that a Kai might be evil too, although it's hard to say. You don't know for sure, but it's a decent guess.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'll stay in the back. Safe.
I mean, unless Akai's smuggling, this is like actually Akai's underground railroad, basically. Maybe that's an option.
Oh.
He's
So how do we
smuggling
want to approach
Shalonki out of
this?
the city. Yeah, I don't know, that's a good question.
Spread out.
Vodic asks if you guys have any way to, if you guys have ways to damage it. Those things look pretty tough. He
I
pulls
think
out a
Alias
little.
can damage it pretty well.
I look at Alias and say, I think this guy's got it covered. He'll do
Okay.
most of the work. We'll keep it distracted while he destroys it.
He pulls out a little, but you know he has like that great sword, right? But he pulls out a dagger that he's got made out of adamantium.
I look at it and examine the metal, and do I recognize it adamantine?
Yes, yeah, you recognize it as adamantine.
I tell him, that is very useful. Unfortunately, we don't have that kind of metal. We just got muscles.
Well, that'll have to work, I suppose.
I tell Vodic to stay safe, but near us. I'm gonna try and get the big thing on its butt, knock it over.
Oh, that'd be quite a feat. I'd like to see you do that.
Oh, I get a big old grin on my face.
Yeah, he seems excited
Alright,
about the
so-
idea of you doing it too.
Are we gonna
Like he's not.
move in and spread out?
Yep, I think that's a strategy. We should spread out, and I'll try and distract it. And if I can open up its weaknesses, then one of you can, take advantage and strike it down.
Before y'all start moving, I'd like to do one thing. So, like, out of character, mechanically, at the beginning of the surprise round, if we get a surprise round, before the rest of the people start moving, I'd like to haste us all.
Okay. So you want to do that
Alright.
right as everyone enters the room then, or are you gonna wait and try to do it as
Until it
soon as
notices us.
somebody starts like fighting?
You know what? Fuck it. I'll do it later.
I think that's fine.
We'll do it live.
Alright, well, I'm gonna use my turn to move.
Well, we're not in turn order right now, right? Or we're...
Oh, I mean,
Not
I'm
yet.
just saying I'm gonna use my
Okay.
move action to
You gotta
move.
be careful though. If somebody says something, like does something specific, I'll probably be like, all right, pause there, and be like, all right, everyone, initiatives. But you know,
I think we
I mean,
should
I know what
try and
it's gonna
sneak
be,
into the
but-
room. It's not looking, so... Is
Well,
there
if
something
whoever's
that's gonna
stealthy,
trigger it
I think
to
should
be
try and
aware of us?
stealth in, but I'm not gonna be very stealthy, so
I'm gonna look for
I kind of
any...
want to get its attention.
I'm about as stealthy as a horse.
I'm gonna look for anything that, if we enter the room, would, or like anything that would like trigger it to know that we're there.
okay,
There
so
seem to be any
you're
like
glancing
tripwires
around.
or anything like that.
Yeah, you don't spot anything like that. This room looks pretty barren. Like I said, there's a torch kind of set up over there on the wall near him, like a ever-burning torch.
Yep.
But apart from that, it's all like rubble and stuff. Some of it, you do notice that it does look like some of it may have been like, it doesn't look it's been sitting there long. Like it was hauled out here, perhaps from further in. Like maybe he was clearing something out. So there's like lots of like debris,
Freshly
and
moved
whatnot
rubble.
that- yeah, like there's piles of stuff, and they're kind of all in the corners, especially down on the bottom part down here. Like I'll kind of draw some like squares down here, but yeah, there's like a lot of like rubble and garbage and stuff like that down here.
Okay.
Hopefully, do you want to
So,
try and stealth
I'm
in
ready
then?
to... you caught me at an awkward time where I don't have my skills on my character sheet that's in the game, so I have to open up my other character sheet that's out of the game. Give me 1 second. I have not moved all my stuff over to the in Roll20 character sheet yet. Stealth in. I could stealth in. I'm somewhat sneaky.
Okay,
I'll
so
try
yeah,
and
anybody who I think
get in
wants
there.
to take like
The dim
a
light
position.
basically from the torch is getting right to basically here, like the edge of the room. But Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna try and sneak down along
But it's
near the
dim light
rubble.
up until, yeah, it's dim light up to like, 20 feet away from this torch.
Okay, and I have low light vision as a elf or half elf, whatever I am.
Right, so you can see the whole room.
Okay, so I'm gonna try and
I don't
sneak
remember if you guys
in.
had, did you guys have like, you had light on something over here, and so,
I
maybe
don't
the
think it was
gold
me.
No, I don't think it was you either. I don't remember who had the light, but somebody, I know Amber was like casting light, I
Oh! That stealth
That's your
roll!
That's a
think. That's your
nice
stealth roll?
stealth.
Okay.
Yeah, I wanted to move like
Let's
around
see if he
here,
gets
so
in without
tell me if
notice.
I like trigger something.
Yeah, so far nothing seems to be happening. The golem's just staring straight ahead and doesn't
All right,
seem to
anybody
have
else?
acknowledged your
Okay,
presence at all.
I'll motion at the others, like waving a hand, like come over and like let's try and file in here so we're not like, well, yeah, I don't say that. I just like motion like for someone to come next, whoever's quiet.
I look back and say, is anyone else going to try, or are we starting this?
Yeah, Vodek just shakes his head. He's like, no, I don't
All
want to be
right,
in there that far.
that's good enough for me then. I move in.
Okay, and when you do that,
And,
I move forward.
Okay.
Like up
but
here.
so far it doesn't seem like it's reacting. What is everybody else doing while he's moving up? You guys all
I'll
just hanging out?
move here.
Okay.
I pull out my shield and my warhammer.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard, I have my mirror and rapier out.
I'm staying in the hallway with my weapons drawn.
Okay, that's fine.
Does Vodic move in or Tiki?
Vodek, yeah, Tiki's hanging back, I think. I'll move her token up a little bit, I guess, when I'm not on the GM layer. Yeah, like Tiki and Vodek are hanging behind Alios right now. Vodek's got his dagger out right now instead of the great sword. His adamantine dagger.
Still not doing anything.
It's still not doing anything.
This is awkward.
As you recall, though, the one in the the one in the office you guys encountered didn't do anything until you walked right up to it.
All right then. Is there like any kind of like nice fist-sized rock I could pick up?
Yeah, easily. There's lots of like loose debris and stuff lying all over the place.
All right, I grab a rock. I heft it a couple of times. I test its weight. Step 5 feet forward, and I throw it at it.
Oh my god.
And everyone roll initiative. It stirs at that point and begins to
Like, who do that?
move. Yeah, pretty much. Do I have you guys on the turn tracker?
We're adding ourselves.
Okay. Oh, I turn orders minimized is why. Okay, got it. And I'm pretty sure, yeah, it has no initiative bonus. It's not very fast. Rolled pretty decent though, but I think, yeah, everybody except for Amber actually beat it. Whoops. Descending, and then I'm also going to want to add a round. Okay. Looks good. So yeah, it's starting to move. And I'm gonna just say in this case actually no surprise round.
Okay.
we're just gonna go straight into normal round combat. Everybody was like attentive and everything, so Alios gets the first turn in the initiative.
I'm going to move up behind Philippe.
Your health shows a 0 on my screen, by the way.
I was gonna say, oh my god, you're almost dead, Alias.
Awkward.
Yeah, I'm guessing you have it tracked somewhere else, so that's fine. Mostly matters to the rest of the party in terms of, like, you know, Tiki knowing if she needs to heal you or not. But I guess it kind of could matter for me potentially, because you know, if you're at super low health, maybe I'll you know, go easy on you. But no, who? Why would I do that?
Show no mercy.
I thought you were gonna say if I see you're super low health, I may go all in on you.
True, that too, I guess. No, we're getting close
Okay,
to
is that
a
it?
spot where he still has a standard action as well. So what do you do with that? Cast a spell,
That's
do
what I
another
do.
move. Just move. Okay. In that case, it's Philippe's turn then.
Okay, first I will. I should have done this earlier. I will study it. So yeah, study combat as a move action.
Okay.
And then I will move down.
I'm guessing you have the mirror
here.
and your rapier, or whatever your
Yes.
weapon was. Okay. And you're gonna move
I have
down,
a
okay.
plus
forget
one
that you're
rapier
still,
and a mirror.
You're still stealthing.
It's true. You're hiding.
I
You're
am.
hiding among the debris.
Do I need to roll again, or is it good?
We can just use your other roll. That's fine.
Okay, so
27.
I'm just hiding back here, trying to you know, not get attacked first.
That's probably best for anyway, right? Using your 27
Uh-huh.
there.
I'm good with
Okay.
this.
Is Secret back? Oh, I need a Votic. I need to do Votic. I don't have him on the turn tracker. I'm nerfing you
Tiki
guys
uses glitter dust.
by not having Votic roll, apparently. What was his initiative? His initiative is actually +5. Okay, she's using glitter dust. And I think that actually, surprisingly enough, works because the magic immunity it has is against stuff that has, like, it's not mind affecting. Let me double check that though. I think we went over this last time. That was what we concluded though.
It's not mind affecting, and it's also
It's not mind affecting,
no,
and it has no spell
spell
resistance. So yeah, it has
resistance.
to roll. It has to roll a will save.
Is it a will save or is it a won't save?
It doesn't save. It's blind now. Vodic's going to be 14, just above a little bit higher because he's got a bonus. So I'll put Vodic on the turn tracker, just above. Oh, he's on there twice now. Whoops. I'm going to put him just above the what's it called? The golem. There we go. Whoops, that did not move him where I wanted. Okay, there we go. Okay, so Tiki casts that and moves, or moves and casts, either way. And so there's glitter all over the golem, and it appears that it now can no longer see.
It's sparkly. I don't actually say that in game.
There we go. You don't say that in character? Darn.
No.
Brugar's turn.
Where I am, I'm going to I'm gonna make some noise. I'm gonna bang my hammer on my shield a few times and shout a dwarven profanity at it.
Okay.
And get it to try and get its attention. I'm gonna take a 5-foot step back and take the total defense action.
Okay. Yep. Vodic's turn now. I actually said it on there. Vodic's just gonna hang back with Tiki. And that's all he's gonna do. Maybe back with Tiki and Amber right here. He's gonna hang out here. Now it's its turn. So it's going to, it can't see anything, but it did get something thrown at it, and so it's going to shoot a line in the direction of the rock got thrown at him. He's going to use his Molten
Alright.
Breath, and it's actually, you're still just at the edge of its range, even with the 5-foot step back. So you got to make a reflex save as he shoots a bunch of molten brass at you. It looks like you're going to take
Oh, I
half
don't have that
damage.
plus one more. I
Yeah,
doubt it's
plus-
evil, but yeah.
It's not evil, but but you do only take half the damage, so it's going to be you take 10 damage, fire damage.
Okay. I'll get it to come at me.
And that's its turn. Actually, no, it can do a move. It just can't move at full speed because it's blind. But it's gonna start moving towards you a little bit after it spits at you. But yeah, it's moving. You can definitely tell it's moving slower than it normally would because it can't.
Awesome.
It's moving much more carefully. And now it's Amber's turn. As a reminder, also, if you have elemental stuff, Amber, you would know from last time that if you hit it with a fire effect, it heals it. But if you hit it with a electrical effect, it slows it down. And also, if you hit it with anything that does cold damage, like not like a spell, but like a weapon that does cold damage, or maybe a spell that doesn't allow spell resistance, it's actually vulnerable to cold damage.
Okay.
Just as a reminder for
Like cold iron.
No, not cold iron,
No.
but
I'm
cold
kidding. I'm
damage.
kidding.
If you have like a sword that does cold damage or something, that would do it. Like something that does elemental damage. Or like I said,
Oh,
if you
I
got a
know what
spell
I
that
can do
ignores
with
spell resistance.
that I can do against this thing. I can cast Acid Splash at it.
That's true.
I'm going to pull out my Acid Flask as a move action, and I'm going to Acid Splash it.
Okay, get that sweet +1 damage if you manage to hit it. I'm pretty sure that hits its touch AC. Yep, hits its touch AC.
I do 3 damages.
3 whole damages. All right. What? Okay, yeah, it takes 3 damage. So it is taking some damage. You can tell that the acid did melt it a little bit. Like you can see it sizzles as it hits it, but it doesn't look like it did much. Nope. I guess I'll actually change this to round 2 now. We're now on round 2. And now it's Alias's turn again.
Did it save on its turn for the blind?
Oh yeah, I gotta do the save. Good call. It did actually, so it's actually no longer blind at the end of its turn. So it was blind, but it managed to, as it was moving, it managed to
It was
shake
blind,
the blindness
but
off.
can now see.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm gonna rage.
Keep in mind, it's no longer blind.
Move up to here.
Okay, as you do,
God
it's going to get an
bless.
attack opportunity.
Right.
So it rolls an 18. Does that hit you?
Give me a second here. I gotta find my rage button.
Okay.
It's not working. They updated Google Sheets. Give it a
I
second
think
to
technically
recalculate.
you
No,
can.
that doesn't
Technically,
hit.
you could rage. You could move up to it and then rage, so that way the attack opportunity wasn't against his high, or like it was against a higher AC. But okay, so it misses with its attack opportunity, so you're fine. Okay, so you move up to it.
Yep. Um,
Uh, one attack. Yep.
yes. I only get the double attack on a weapon with a full round action, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, usually.
Yeah, making sure.
Or if you have
Okay.
like haste on you.
Sweet
Well, no,
Adam.
haste is with a full attack. If you have
With,
like
Oh, is it okay?
certain feats, like, or if you have like ability to do pounce or something like that, you could do
with
it.
my
But
magic scimitars or scimitara single.
yeah, the main hand weapon. That misses.
Okay.
Okay. And it's now Philippe's turn.
Man, if only I was a rogue or something to sneak attack it. Yeah, we're gonna charge at it and attack from the shadows. I don't know how to roll. I think okay. I have it in the sheet. I don't know if it's correct.
You'd be one
Okay.
square over, by the way, Philippe, when you charge to the left.
What's that?
Or no, you'd be. Where did you start from?
I
Start
was
from
here.
there, right? You'd have to
I can
be
charge
here.
diagonal. No, you can charge
You can
diagonal.
charge diagonal, but the rules for charge is that you have to take the shortest distance to the target.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so you could charge either next to
Okay.
Helios here.
I'll do
or
that.
Here.
Yeah, those two squares would be.
Okay, I'll go here then. Thanks. I
It seems
completely
minor,
forgot
but it's
about
actually
that.
very important.
Yeah, I knew that once upon a time, and I just like don't charge on Philippe very often. You know, go figure.
That's probably for the
But yeah,
best.
let's do it.
It does not have combat reflexes, so it does not get to attack you.
Yay! I'm trying to figure out how to add the +2 to my roll, but can we just add +2 afterwards? Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine. We can do it that way.
Okay. I don't know how to update my character sheet.
So that was a 25 to hit then?
So that's a 25 to hit.
Yep, you hit then. But unfortunately, most of that damage does not go through. You can tell that you did damage it a little bit, like you scratched it. You look like you almost did as much damage as Amber's acid splash did.
Yeah, it's like a blow that would have, wounded someone else barely scratched this thing.
Yep.
Okay. That's my
Hard
turn.
body.
Yep, it's Tiki's turn again.
Okay, I just got off my call. Did somebody get hurt?
So nobody
No,
got
not
hurt.
yet.
It's done one attack so
Well,
far.
no,
Well,
Brugar did.
Brugar got hurt a little bit. He took some fire damage from his breath attack, but other than
barely
that,
singed
it saved on its turn to get rid of the blindness, so it was blind for one round, but then its blindness wore off.
Wait, is that how Glitter Dust works? I thought Glitter Gust was like a whole action.
You win a whole round
Oh,
being
each
blind.
at the end of their. Okay,
Yeah,
it's not
at the end of every round. So that's why it had a full round, but it was blind. But then after that, it rolled a 22 on its save. That was that 19. So it doesn't have a very good will save, but it rolled high enough that it was able to save. It's just silly to me that the glitter dust is like actually really good against golems.
Yeah. No, we
It's good
expect
against just in general.
more enemies, right? Like we're trying to. Well, we think.
Yeah,
I think we do,
there's a
except we're
good
gonna
chance.
fight more.
There's a good chance you'll probably run into more golems. There's also a good chance you might run into a Kai himself.
Alex.
Because you're.
Yeah. Okay, so I don't want to like burn.
You
all
might
that
run into
shit.
somebody named Alex as well. I don't know who that is, but you might run into him.
Cool.
What? I said Alips. Are you making a joke?
Oh, Alex. I thought you said Alex. I'm like, what? I thought maybe you thought a Kai's name was Alex or something for some reason.
No,
I could
no,
totally
okay.
see
And
a
there's
player
an
doing
Alex
that.
NPC in here.
Might be. Maybe one of the Shawantis was named Alex. It's a very proud Shawanti name.
Alright, whose
Maybe
turn
that's
is
what
it?
Alias's brother is. I don't think we actually have given like Alias's brother doesn't actually have a name that we've been given yet, as far as I know.
Tiki touches Brugar and gives him a little bit of Vigor.
Okay. Gets
A
a
little bit of
+1 competence
Ilgor?
bonus
No, thank you.
on a single melee damage roll. Okay.
Alright, sweet.
Okay. And now it's Brugar's turn.
How long does that last? Oh, a minute? Alright, cool.
Yeah,
Alright,
But
I'm
you can
gonna
only use it
move
once.
over here.
it's only on 1 damage
Yeah.
roll, so. But yeah,
I'm
you
gonna
can
move over
save
here.
it for a minute.
And then I'm gonna try and trip it.
Okay, and you get a
Oh,
flanking
man.
bonus with Alias.
Yep. The flanking bonus.
So, yeah. Let's see if you can trip it. I know you were able to trip the medium version of it that you guys fought.
Yep. Let's see. Yep, I think these bonuses should be correct here. Just recalc. There we go. That was a low roll.
Yep, does not trip it.
Alright, that's
But
better.
at least it, nothing bad happens because you have improved trip, right?
Yep. Alright, that's my turn.
Actually, well, okay. Vodic is just gonna stand there. I guess technically, if you fail by 10 or more, it could try to. You would have to either drop your weapon or get tripped, but you didn't fail by that much, so like you failed by a decent amount, but not by 10.
Sweet.
Vodic is just gonna hang back, and on its turn now, it's gonna try to hit
Unfortunately, I think
Brugar.
it's gonna go for one of you. Oh, me? Great.
Yeah, the guy that threw
I want the
rock at
damage.
him. So it's trying to swing at you with
Give me the damage.
a few slam attacks.
Okay.
30 and a 18. Does a 30 hit?
30
Pretty
hit.
sure the 18 doesn't. Okay.
Does a
And-
30 hit? Oh my god.
Hey, I mean, you have to check. My AC is 25. It's not bad.
Yeah, I mean,
Right,
that's
20
good.
Yeah. This thing will hit like basically roughly half the time.
It's when the game master's like, did a 52 hit?
Yeah, I know. Sometimes you have to do that as a game master just to be annoying. You take
Yeah.
12 damage from it.
Okay.
Slams you.
Sometimes
do have to
it
put
doesn't
damage.
hit.
Well, if
Yeah,
your
sometimes
name's
you're like,
Amara,
don't
perhaps.
forget my mirror images, and you're like, oh yeah, right.
I'm bad about mirror image.
Amber's turn.
This does not include the, impreciseness of my shots.
Okay.
So this
At least you have a clear
-4.
line of sight though, so it's just the -4. So that misses.
Okay.
Whizzes past him and hits the wall behind him.
I'll step right here.
You're like, ew, get away from me, Vodic. Okay.
You're messing up my juju.
Uh-oh.
So round 3 now. Alias's turn again. So now you can do a full round if you want.
Yeah.
Don't forget you have flanking bonus with Brugar.
And
And you have one
Give me
more
a second.
attack, right?
yeah.
With your main hand weapon. Okay, so looks like the 2 main hand weapon attacks, the 25 and the 23 hit. The 22 does not, which kind of tells you what the AC
Ooh.
is, I guess. But
We have found the its AC.
we found the AC. Okay. So it looks like It looks like you are damaging it. You're denting the its shell, but it does look like it's not very effective. But it's a little effective.
Just to be clear, we're all using magic weapons, right?
Yeah, but it's DR.
I know it's higher. You need adamant or whatever.
You need animadine to get through its damage reduction.
I just want to make sure that we're calculating right.
Yep. Yeah, we're calculating.
Okay.
So it's
My turn.
it doesn't look like it's taken all that much damage, but it does look like you are damaging it slowly. But
Damn. My
and
math.
now it's Philippe's turn.
My math stuff.
Philippe does not have a flank.
I do not have a flank. But I will just attack it with my rapier because
you
I
move,
don't
you can get a
actually
flank.
care if I hit. I can, but if I move, then he will. Wait, if I move here, is it a flank with you?
No.
I don't think technically it is.
That's what I was thinking. Like
Diagonals-
I'd have to
diagonals
be
are
like
kinda
over
weird.
here.
Yeah, diagonals are kind of awkward for flanks.
I feel like this isn't, but I don't know. I'm just gonna attack him from here though, because I don't actually
Okay.
care to flank. I guess. Like my goal here is to get a crit.
Right.
I did not get a crit.
Nope, you didn't even hit it.
And oh, you know what? I didn't add my studied combat to it, but it's not enough anyways. It's only a +3.
Yeah, you would still be missing it by 1.
Yep. Okay.
Tiki, what do you do?
Do I have a wand? I do.
I think the studied combat is actually already on there. I lied. By the way.
Good question. What do I want to do?
Being a spellcaster against golems is fun, yeah?
Well, I mean, Tiki's not exactly like the combat character, anyways. I mean, kind of, but. I'm gonna come here, and I don't know whether or not I'm gonna provoke, so she'll just do it, and then. Before I come here, though, I will not concentrate, but before I move, I will cast a spell.
I think you don't provoke. It only has
And
a
then
10-foot
I'll
range,
move.
so you just moved into its threatened range, but not
Okay.
through it. Okay, that's fine.
And then I will deliver a touch spell of a Cure Light Wounds.
Hooray!
Shit, I don't have a thing configured? God damn
I guess
I
not.
like the tiki touch.
it. Okay, what level are we? 6? Caps at 5?
Yeah, it'll be a D8 plus 5.
Okay.
So 9 health.
Hooray!
Hooray.
Basically erased the breath weapon from earlier.
Sweet.
All right, my
Yep, your turn.
okay. Full round attack. First attack is gonna be a trip.
That is not enough to trip it. Actually, that is not including the flank bonus. It's not.
No,
Okay, cool.
because
So actually it
it's
is.
I wrote the note in.
Right, I see it down there. That is enough to trip it, actually. The flank bonus made the difference. So yeah, it's prone now. I'll use that one for prone.
And then second attack, I bring my hammer up on the backswing and I drop it down on it.
Okay.
So 5 down attack.
But you're offsetting it because there's a penalty to AC versus melee attacks because it's prone now.
Exactly.
That hits, and you do. Are you going to use your? Well, I guess you would have had to announce it. Technically, I guess you
Oh
have to
yeah,
announce
that's
it before
right,
the
don't
damage
I?
roll. You do
The
Are you
vigor.
going to do the +1 bonus though? I think the vigor.
I do. I
you have
want
announce
to.
that? Is that before? It technically, I
It's
think you have
supposed
to
to
do
be
it before you
before,
roll the
but
damage. But yeah, we were rolling at the same time. That kind of complicates things. So yeah, I'm fine with you just deciding whether or not you want to roll the damage
Yeah, I
now or
want the
not.
damage.
Like it doesn't really matter, honestly, unless it's like really it's just before I reveal the results. You know what I mean? Like before I say whether or not it's dead or not is when you got to declare it.
Yeah.
So that's a rule I'm gonna go with at least. But spoiler alert, it's
Sounds
not
good.
close to dead at all. But you do
Oh
some
my
damage
God.
to it.
Brugar lets out a hearty ha ha.
Yeah. Vodic. Oh, I actually skipped its turn. No, I didn't. Vodic goes before it. Okay. Are you gonna do anything else, like a 5-foot step or anything like that, or move act, or you can't do move action?
No, that's my
Any swift actions? Nothing. Okay. Vodic is gonna go kind of step like here between, like he's gonna kind of put himself where he can, defend against it for Amber. And that's all he's gonna do. He's gonna do like a ready to action if the thing somehow like moves up into his range. He's gonna stab it with his dagger. And on its turn, let's see. I think it's going to try to stand up, which provokes from all three of you that are standing next to it.
Oh my God.
So this is what the last one did too. It tried to stand up a couple times and then just kept getting knocked down before it gave up.
I'm
and
gonna
started
if it's
flailing
gonna
around.
provoke, then I'm gonna try and trip it again.
Yep. That's perfectly reasonable.
I probably miss. Or does he have?
Yes.
Yeah. Because that includes my studied combat. This guy is not damage dealer.
And Aelios, you go ahead and use your attack opportunity. Okay. So
Chance
Aelios
to
hits
crit.
it. Has a chance for crit because he's using scimitars.
Nice.
Oh baby.
Doesn't
No.
No confirmed crit, but you do hit it.
Do crits get rolled
Oops.
separately or together?
Add 2 more damage to that.
Okay.
13 damage.
In terms of like for overcoming DR, the crits roll together. So yeah.
Okay, cool.
Crits
That's
are one
really
of the best
good.
ways. If you can manage to get a crit, that's a good way to overcome DR.
Ow, fuck.
Okay. So it stands up. It swings at Brugar again.
I should probably mute this.
Oh.
It looks like it hits.
31 hit.
What was its damage again? Plus 6. Ooh, high rolls though.
Ah, barely felt a thing.
Yeah, hits it pretty hard, and it's also going to do, after it stands up again, it's going to 5-foot step out of that flank. It doesn't like it.
You're going right back into the flank.
Oh yeah, he's going to get flanked again. There's no way out of it, but, He's going to be flanked by this thing that's the only thing that's really hurting him right now, which is he's getting away from Aelios right here. I don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
these things don't have any intelligence really, so they're not gonna do super smart tactics usually. This is already pretty smart for it, just honestly, just moving. But anyway, that's its turn. Amber.
5-foot step here.
Okay.
Pew pew.
That hit. Wait, no, misses because of melee combat.
Darn.
All right, Aelios' turn now.
Just gonna 5-foot step up.
Okay, you don't get the flank this
Full
time,
around
but
it. Right.
You could delay your action till after my turn,
I still wouldn't be flanking.
or till after Brugar's turn. It's fine. No. That's probably just go.
okay. You got one
I
more
got
attack.
One more.
All three of those miss though. Philippe. Oh, I need to remove the flank icon from this thing, or not the flank, the prone icon since it stood back up.
So wait, should those have been 11s without the flank? Because before he was rolling 11s.
No, I didn't add the flank bonus on my crits. It would have failed anyway.
Okay. I will 5-foot step and attack him with my rapier. And so this is my 3rd round since studying, and studying lasts 5 rounds. It's int mod rounds, so I'm keeping track of it. Never lucky.
Be a 20 with the flank, but that still misses.
Oh yeah, I forgot the flank. Yeah.
Hey, you're flanked with Brugar now.
I didn't realize I was actually.
Okay, Tiki's turn.
Will this thing hold still? It's putting me in danger.
It is. Be careful, Tiki.
I will... Is withdrawing a wand provoke?
Usually. It doesn't if you have it like in a handy haversack or something like that. But if you're just pulling it out of like a backpack, it provokes.
I'm going to 5-foot step back and start digging through my bag, and I'll pull out my wand.
Okay, but that's
It's 10-foot range.
So
Then well, I'm gonna provoke no matter what, even if I go further away.
Unless you just withdraw.
Well, I can't pull out a wand if I do that.
That's still gonna...
Right.
You could try to hold your action and see if I trip it,
You know,
so
I'll
that
try to
maybe
be
it has less of a chance of hitting
I'll
you.
try. Okay, no, it doesn't work. I'm gonna back all the way up.
So
I'm gonna
it still
provoke
gets,
that
it
way.
still gets the attack opportunity then. Yep.
Yeah, and then I'll pull out the wand.
Alright. Does a 21 hit you?
Yeah.
To take 11 damage from it.
I yelp.
It slaps you as you jump away.
Okay, I clutch the wand, and that's my turn.
Okay. And now it's Brugar's turn.
I'm gonna 5-foot step into this flank.
Okay.
And I say, hands off the frog, as I try to trip it with my first attack. I'm pretty sure that knocks it on its ass.
That definitely does. It's knocked on its ass again.
And then I bring it back around to bash it with my second attack.
Okay. And you miss.
Alright, that's my...
Okay. Vodic's turn. Vodic is going to be brave, and he's going to step forward and try to stab it with his dagger.
Now's the time to...
Yep.
It's on its arse.
And he misses. But he's trying. And that's it for its turn. Alright, it's his turn. It's gonna attempt to stand up again, just like last time.
I'm gonna try to trip it.
Okay.
I tell it
Vodic's
no,
gonna try to
stop
attack
that.
as well. Vodic misses.
I misses.
Yep. Okay, yeah, you trip it again. So it gets up and then just immediately gets knocked on its ass again.
That's
Jeez,
right.
good rolls.
Good bonuses, man. I have plus
Oops,
16
I
to the
still
trip
miss it.
right now.
Yep.
But that's
you
supposed to be +2.
Maybe?
And
it's
roll a
gonna
19.
it's gonna attempt to swing at you now from from a prone position.
Alright.
Which is gonna be a little bit harder chance for him to hit you because penalties, and he misses.
Haha.
And that's his turn. All right, Amber, you're gonna have a much
Rugar
harder time hitting it
chuckles
now. 'Cause
triumphantly.
He needs
There's
Orb of
two
Stability, Pluto.
you have a -12 to hit this guy now if you try to hit him with a ranged attack.
12. Why 12?
Yes, you get a -4 because stuff that is prone gets bonuses versus ranged attacks. You also have people in your way, line of
Oh,
sight
right,
block
people in
from
my way.
the
Okay,
people,
so
and he's in melee
I can just
combat.
move over here, though,
Yep, that'll reduce that penalty down to -8,
to a -8, yeah.
effectively. I mean, some of it's him getting an AC bonus.
I mean, I can nat 20 and do, like, 2d3 plus 2.
You could.
Yeah, it could happen.
I say go for it. That's a 5%
So,
chance.
that's without the penalties, or did you put
That's
those in?
without any of the penalties.
Okay, so
Does a 7 hit its touch?
no, a 7 does not hit its touch AC normal, like so. Nope, you miss.
I just feel like we have this combat, at least right now, mostly under control.
Yeah, I think it's good.
Okay, Alias's turn.
I'm going to try and slice it. $21 confirm.
21 confirms because it is prone, so yes.
Nice.
Nice.
Is
Should I
that
roll the
17 in crit
damages
range as
separately,
well,
or should I just add
Oh,
it?
no, it doesn't. Never mind. You don't have keen or improved critical yet, do you?
No, I don't have keen. No.
Okay. Roll them like okay. So you'll want to roll your attack separately, but critical is a single attack. Yeah. So roll this other attack separately, but the crit one you combine.
Okay,
Like
and
the
the
one
25,
attack that crit.
only the 25 in the crit hits?
Yes. Wait, no, actually, sorry. The 20.
Wait, no.
All of those attacks hit. The
Oh,
21 hits
okay.
as well.
Well, this guy's done.
Okay. So we'll just do it like this.
Yeah. Roll all your attacks separately, but the crit, like I said, the crit itself combines. So you'll have one attack that's way bigger than the other ones, basically. That was on your secondary offhand attack, so it's not going to be quite as much on that crit as it could have been, but it's still going to be probably pretty good. So,
I'm getting there.
lay on the damage. So, let's see, a 25,
Oh, that's
10.
fuck. I'm dumb. That's
Wait.
+6. That's a 23, not a 25.
A 25 and a 23. Okay, so are those the two
No,
non-crits?
yeah. The 25 is the crit, but it's supposed to be a 23 because I did +18, not +16.
Got it. Okay, and then the other ones are what they are. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, no, this makes sense now. So that's supposed to be a 23 though. Okay. So the crit looks like it hurt it pretty significantly. The other attacks look like they barely did anything at all.
Jeezy Pete's. It's alright though, guys. At like level 12 or 16, I can become a construct.
What?
You just become a construct, yeah. That's like your bloodline ability, right?
Yeah.
Philippe, on your turn, I'm gonna say you hear the sound of like the mumbling noise. The ever prevalent mumbling noise sounds like it might be getting,
Yes.
like just a little bit louder as this combat's going on. You only notice because you have like insane perception, but you notice that over the sounds of battle, you realize that the ambient noises of the owl muttering is getting louder, similar to how it was the last few times you've been attacked by him. So.
Okay. I will first say out loud, I think Alops are coming, and then I will attack it.
Okay.
Yeah, attack it. That's unfortunate. Wait, am I not full rounding? I've been full rounding. Oh wait, I don't have 2 attacks anyways, because I'm not full
No, not until you get to
martial.
like level 8, I think.
Yeah,
is when
yeah,
you get your
okay,
second
never
attack.
mind.
So that misses.
And I think I have 1 more turn of studied combat.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Well, if I never hit it, I can't use the damage. I should use it on the first one.
Maybe. What the heck's Ron doing?
I have no idea what Ron's doing.
It sounds like he's fighting a rascal on IRL.
That's true. That's it for my turn. I'm not doing anything else.
Okay. Tiki's turn.
Okay, I will use said wand to get a cure charge, and then I will 5-foot step in and deliver it to Bruger.
Yay.
You heal him for 7.
I like healing.
Good.
Alright. And now it's Brugar's turn. Unless you had a move action you wanted to do.
I'm gonna... Oh, okay.
I'm assuming not, though. Okay. I'm gonna, I guess, take that as a no. So what does Brugar do? Just a full attack?
Alright, full attack, but power attack this time now that I've got it where I want it.
Right.
It's vulnerable now. Take this.
That's low damage
Does
roll
that
for
hit
being
it?
power attack.
It is a low
It does
damage
hit,
roll,
though.
unfortunately.
Yep. Yeah, that does hit.
Okay. And here's one at 5 down.
That
It's
one does
missed.
not hit.
Okay, that's my turn.
Alright. Vodic is going to 5-foot step to get a flanking bonus with Aelios. So now he gets a whole +8 to hit. Ooh, and he hits. Look at that. He's doing things.
Haha.
So he gets a... Oh, wait. Oh, that's the wrong number. Daggers are weird because they have 2 damage fields because one's for ranged. So he does 14 damage to it. He actually damages it, like, because his dagger cuts right through it because it's made out of adamantine.
Oh my god, Votic.
Like, it looks like he almost damaged it as much as Aelios's really impressive slash that he did earlier.
Oh my god.
Aelios still looked more impressive because it was, like, you could just tell it was just pure force. Like, it ripped apart the brass, whereas this one just kind of sliced through it like butter. Alright. On its turn, it's going to attempt one more time to try to stand up again, provoking from everyone that's in range. And Votic once again chunks it. Philippe manages to hit as well. You're going to use your studied strike combat or damage as well.
Side damage, yes, good call.
Aelios, that does hit. Because it's prone.
Oh my god. I'm pretty sure that's the right roll. I was going off memory though.
Okay. So yeah, that damage gets added on to the other damage.
Yep,
So it looks like
it's not
it looks
very
like you
effective.
damaged it a little bit, but it's not very effective. And then
God,
I'm
why
assuming
could there just be
Brugar's gonna
6 and
attempt
6?
to attempt to re-trip it as well, probably, right?
Oh yeah.
Does that power attack still apply on it though? On the trip attempt
Yes.
this time? Okay, so it's not.
It's gonna
more
apply
likely
to
that
my
it's,
-2.
Yeah, it's more likely that it'll be able to stand up this time because of the power attack, but
Maybe.
Brugard hasn't rolled a nat 20 yet. Ah.
Alright.
Aw. And actually, that is a low enough roll that you're either gonna have to now be knocked prone yourself, or drop your weapon.
If it attempts to trip me.
Since you attempted to trip it and you failed the CMB check by 10 or more, and you failed. Actually, no, sorry, my mistake. Flank bonus.
Flank bonus.
You don't have to worry about it.
Saving me.
You wouldn't. Yeah, the flank bonus saved you from having to drop your weapon or whatever. What was Alias's damage for hitting, by the way?
Oh, I thought you said it missed. My bad.
Nope, no, 19 was exactly its AC because it's prone. It normally has an AC of 23, but since it was prone when it triggered the attack opportunity. Okay. You do some damage, but not as much as Vodic because of his adamantine dagger.
Not as much as Philippe.
You did actually
This construct.
as much as
One more
precision
damage. I did one more, didn't I?
constructs. You take precision damage. Yes,
Okay.
that's a change from like 3-5. Elementals still don't though, so elementals kind of screw over rogues. But yeah.
Hey,
Just
hang
got
on,
one level
Pluto.
rogue.
I did one more damage than Alias, right?
Yeah, actually you did, technically.
Okay, I just want it to be known that I outdamaged Alias in a damage roll. Okay, let's continue.
Yes, you did. Okay, so this thing is looking pretty badly battered. And also it's going to try to attack Brugar one more time. Actually, no, it's going to do its breath weapon this time in a line of Brugar and Tiki. That thing's recharged
Okay.
now. So, yeah, reflex save from Brugar and Tiki.
Rip Tiki.
Huh? Huh? Hmm.
Reflex save. It's using its molten breath weapon line attack.
Yeah, but
basically.
he said rip, and I was like, no.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
No, you're fine.
fine.
You have a really good save.
No, you're fine.
So Brugar takes 27 damage. Tiki only takes half of that, so rounded down, so 13. Wait, 16. No, 13 was right. Never mind, sorry,
13, yeah.
13.
Yeah. So Tiki takes 13. Brugar's looking pretty badly hurt.
He has the resistance, doesn't he? Or...
No, Alias does.
Alias has it, and it hasn't attacked Alias.
Oh well. It was the thought.
I don't need no resistance.
Brugar's the one that got its attention.
That's right.
Oh, I thought for a second that Ron got killed by his brass golem that he's
shit.
fighting IRL.
Yeah.
Does a 10? I think a 10 does hit.
A 10 would hit, yes. And actually, it's not prone anymore. It stood back up, so...
Oh, a 14.
Yeah, so you definitely hit it.
I do as much damage as Philippe on average.
Ow!
And it's still just barely standing, but it's still there. Okay. And we're in the next round, round 6. Alias's turn.
Oh, okay.
Finish him.
Guess I'll do slicing slice. That one.
Okay.
think you got
One of
one.
those hits. Yep, you get one hit.
Not plus 1,000. Come on, keyboard.
Oh, just
Oh my god.
I also
Well, one
seem to be
damage
doing
roll.
about Alias's average damage.
At least one
Is
damage
it
roll.
still
Yeah.
standing?
It is still standing. You look like you
Oh
barely
my
hurt
god.
it at all. You like slightly dented it. It's got like chunks and shit missing out of it. Like it's barely holding itself together. But yeah. Still.
Okay.
But before Philippe's turn, previously unknown assailants happen. Well, you guys have seen these before. So from this hallway from behind you guys, some Aleps come in, and you guys are
Alright.
pretty. Oh, whoops! I am not trying to move those. Some Aleps come in at the same time, and they don't get to attack this turn because they double move basically to get in here. But you have a couple Aleps at the same time now. Okay,
Alright.
Philippe, your turn. And they're basically right on top of Amber now. I don't think Amber gets to attack opportunity them because I don't think Amber has a like weapon out.
No, I don't want to touch these things.
Yeah. It's probably for the
Okay,
best.
I'm going to 5-foot step here to get the flanking bonus.
You see
And
my arrow I was drawing for you last time? I was like, you can
no,
just
I
point that
wasn't.
there. I was
I-
pointing there, trying to hint to you afterwards.
I thought
You
about
should've
it, I
probably
just forgot.
five-foot stepped. Yeah.
I saw it initially. I'm like, oh yeah, I could do that, but and then I forgot to do it.
I think you would have missed.
Okay,
anyway, 'cause
so-
the roll was really low last time.
He's no longer studied, but I am flanking. My roll will
Yep.
be accurate for damage and to hit.
Okay. And you miss.
Yeah, I meant the roll would be accurate, not the number would be accurate enough to hit the goal.
Yes. Fair enough. Tiki's turn now. I need to add these guys onto the turn tracker.
Okay.
These guys would be right before.
Well,
Philippe
using wands
goes
don't
after
provoke, so
Alias.
I'll just I'll
Pump
use
some
the
healing
wand
into
on
Brugar.
Brugar. Yeah. Tiki's
Okay.
not too worried about her health right now.
Yeah, Brugar looks pretty badly hurt. He probably is like
Cliff,
trying
you keep
to not.
saying
After I do
He's
that,
probably
though,
trying to like not make people think that though.
I will 5-foot
Okay.
step over. Wait, no. I'll 5-foot step back.
And do you do anything else?
Nah.
Alright, Brugar. This thing is barely standing, and there's a couple Aleps that just ran in and are about to go after
Yeah.
Amber.
I wanna down it. I think I might take the shot.
Do not throw
Try to
away your
finish it.
shot.
I'm gonna full round attack it with 2 power attack from my Cold
Okay.
Iron Warhammer. That was probably not enough.
No, neither of those is enough.
Alright, that's my turn.
Alright, it's Vodek's turn.
Oh man, Vodek, finish him.
Is Vodek gonna be the one that gets the glory of the killing blow? Let's find out. Nope, he misses. Okay. Yep, that's unfortunate, because now it gets to go. It's gonna continue to swing after Brugar. And it misses one attack. 25 meets your AC, if I remember.
it does.
So it hits you with one attack. Wait, let me make sure that's the correct number before I punch this in. I think that, yep, that's the right number. Okay. 14 damage from a slam.
Okay.
And that's its whole turn. Amber, you have 2 Aleps right in your face.
Do Aleps care
Dabbling in.
about... Can Aleps see? Do they care about me being invisible or not? Do I know this?
As far as you know, they do rely on vision.
A 5-foot step this way.
Okay.
And go invisible.
Okay, you're casting Vanish or
Invisibility.
Invisibility. Okay, cool. All right, we're on round 7 now. Alios.
All right.
I have good news for you guys though. Aleps don't do like physical damage, so you don't have to worry about running over and just insta killing.
Oh,
If you can finish this thing off, you don't
good
damage. Your
news,
hit points
you
won't matter.
guys.
Great news, everybody! They do wisdom
Great
damage.
news.
Yeah, except for the guy who has 7 wisdom.
Looks like
Whose
the
fault was that?
25 hits. So your offhand
Slice,
hits.
slice, slice.
Oh my god. Alright, it's still just barely standing.
Oh my god. This is Philippe's time to shine.
The Aleps though get to go first.
Oh no, it's not. Okay, dang it. It's almost Philippe's time to
So-
shine.
They're gonna run up. One of them is going to come up and attack Vodic. Actually, it's gonna come up. Well, yeah, it's gonna come up here and get a flank. Actually, even though these guys aren't technically allies, they're both enemies of Vodic, so they flank for each other. So let's see if Vodic can dodge this Alep attack. Yeah, he can dodge it, no problem. The other one's going to come up and gonna go after Kiki.
What? Okay.
Ooh, chance for critical.
Ooh.
I think it confirms it's critical. But you do still get a will save.
Yep, you will
Because
save.
this thing, yeah, Aleps are not as strong as shadows in that sense.
Ooh.
Oh, it's a
Okay.
good save.
You pass the save, so
My tiny
it
mind is
doesn't
strong.
do anything. It touches you, but you
Yay.
resist its corrupting attempt, its insanity attempt on you.
Hooray.
And now it's Philippe's turn.
It's Philippe's time to shine. Okay. So
Yep.
I can use 2 inspiration points to buff my attack with an inspiration die.
Okay.
I'm trying to remember if I need to do it before or I'm looking up if I need to do it before or if I can do it after.
You can choose to inspiration after, but that's... Yeah, I think inspiration allows you to choose even after, you know.
Yeah, I can do it after. I knew it was for other things. I didn't know if it was the same for attacking. So I'm going to attack, and I may use Inspiration Pluto, so that you don't need to... Well, I know the AC,
Okay.
but yeah.
I mean, you guys know the AC anyway at this point, so this late in the combat, it doesn't matter.
Okay, I do not need to use Inspiration. Judging
Okay, can you
on
do that
our
for-
previous attempts.
Right. You can't. And you can only do those for attack rolls though. You can't do them for like damage rolls or anything.
Correct, it's only for attack.
Okay.
Wait, your question is, can I even damage it enough to kill it? It only took 6 damage. Oh no. It's a
took no
disaster.
damage, actually,
It's a
It takes
disaster.
0. You actually are not able
Ruh-roh.
to even penetrate its DR. Basically, like you hit it in like what would normally be a perfectly placed blow, but it looks like it did absolutely nothing. It didn't even dent it. Your dagger or your rapier just kind of slides off the side of it. All right. Do you do anything else?
Dang
like,
it.
5-foot step or anything, or move action?
I do. I study this Alep.
You study the Alep. Okay. Now it's Tiki's turn.
Yeah.
Okay. I cast a spell. Wait. I 5 foot. No. Fudge. Fudge. Okay.
You have room to 5-foot step behind you.
I know, but
You'd
I
just
want
be
to
cornered, though, if
deliver
you do
a
it.
touch spell to Brugar.
Oh, yeah, that's gonna be more difficult.
And I want to do a high level spell, so concentrating is gonna be difficult. Okay. Let me just look at my numbers here. I've seen worse numbers. Okay, I'm going to 5-foot step over here
Okay.
and defensively cast a 3rd level spell.
Ooh, going for the
Alright.
big money.
So 21.
Yep. Hey, you did it.
You get it off.
Did it! Okay, I'm more
You rolled high
concerned
when it
about
mattered.
Brugar now that shit's hitting the fan. So I'm going to
Right, Brugar's
deliver this
pretty
to
low.
him. Ah,
Well,
damn
the
it.
shit is in like the slingshot. It hasn't hit the fan yet, but it
It's
could.
threatening to.
It's threatening to.
19's not a bad number. I thought that was lower.
19's
Yeah,
a pretty
that's
good number
decent.
for
Oh, I
the
like
heal.
that.
That's
Thank you, Tiki.
about the equivalent of 2 of these guys' attacks on like an
I'm
average
further away,
roll,
so it looks like
basically.
a 13. Oh well.
Almost. It's a little bit less than that, I guess, actually. Its average rolls are like about 14 or something, but 13.
Oh,
But,
also,
yeah. Okay.
a reminder because of these Alps. Oh my god. I need to edit that.
Yep.
I need to edit that. Okay.
Yeah, they normally have that fascination thing, but that didn't happen because you guys were all in combat. So
Right.
I ruled that fascination
Oh,
wasn't
wow.
gonna work. So oddly, that you guys being in combat in some ways made them weaker.
Yep. Means they can't get like that jump on us.
Yeah.
But there's the threat of something else, so I think that more than makes up for it.
Right. Alright. What is that wall text? Oh, it's a magic sword against evil. Right, so yeah, basically you had higher AC, but it rolled a nat 20 anyway, I think. Anyway, Brugar's turn again.
I'm gonna try and down it.
Okay.
With 2 power attacks. Bam.
Hey.
That hits. Does not confirm the crit, but it's enough that it falls apart.
Oh, it wasn't a
Ew,
chance for
keep
crit.
that.
The damage was crit.
What? The attack roll
Yeah, the
was...
second
Oh,
attack.
it was a second attack, sorry. I thought it was
Yep,
just a
iterative.
confirm roll down there. Just iterative. So the first attack just hit and did like a lot of damage, and that
Yep,
was enough to finish it
wha-pow.
off. But we're not out of combat yet because there's these stupid allops.
That's
so.
right.
But yeah, this thing collapsed into a heap of bronze. And it's Bodek's turn. He's gonna attack the one closest to him.
I 5-foot step in front of Tiki.
And actually, no, he wants to attack it. You know, he's just gonna try it anyway, but he's gonna realize right away that it's a bad idea because regardless of what he rolls, he has his adamantine dagger is not actually magical. It's just adamantine, so it does nothing.
Lesson learned.
Has it been an hour since I got that mage armor on me?
I don't think so.
I don't know.
Because we put it on, like, pretty quickly, and then we had, like, a combat. And
Like I
then this
said,
is the
this
second
is
one?
the
How
third
much time
combat,
was there
actually.
Third one?
between
Okay.
those and this?
Yeah, you've had 2 different combats with Aleps, because you had the one that was the first encounter, and then you had one while you guys are crossing across that ledge, basically.
That's
So,
right.
like, Brugar got fascinated out in the middle of, like, the ledge where nobody could really help him.
I don't know. I guess you tell me
That
how
was
long, but I feel like
I
it's
at
only
least
been like 40,
enjoyed-
45 minutes.
Yeah, no, it probably hasn't been all that long. Remember, combats in
Okay.
Pathfinder take longer than they actually are.
Perhaps
So,
we still have it on then.
Maybe. Whatever
this
Pluto
thing's
says.
dead. Amber. Yeah, I'd say it's still on, but it's probably getting close to the end of this duration. You might consider after this combat reapplying it if you want it.
Yeah.
I wish that was a vanish that I just cast. Let's you know what? Let's go over here. Point my finger at this Aleph and shoot it. I think I get a bonus because it's flat-footed, but I get penalties because of melee combat, so does that hit its touch? Flat-footed touch minus. Does a 4 hit its flat-footed
No.
touch?
Nope.
Aw.
Oh. Don't worry, it was
I
just
mean, keep in mind it's incorporeal, so all of its AC is touch AC, basically. But yeah, it doesn't hit its flat-footed.
Well, that's my turn.
Okay. Back at the top of the round, Alias's turn. So there's a couple Aleps over there on the other side. You got this gigantic freaking heap of bras in your way. You can move through it as difficult terrain though if you want to move straight through that square. Otherwise, you can just go around.
Okay, I'm gonna move here.
Okay.
And I guess attack it. Yeah.
Yeah. 21 hits. And your primary weapon is magical, right? Or like it is while
Yeah.
you're raging, at least. I think at the
Yeah.
very least. So it does take some damage. It just takes reduced damage, but you do hurt it. All this stuff. None of this stuff takes full damage, apparently. All right. They're gonna continue. Well, the one that was attacking Vodic is gonna continue attacking Vodic. What was it getting again for its attack? +4? Yeah. Wait. Yeah. That misses Vodic. I'm pretty sure. Actually, no, it hits its touch AC. It hits his touch AC exact. So Vodic needs to make a will save. And Vodic's fine.
Hey, nice.
Vodic doesn't
Hey.
care. The other one's gonna try to go after Brugar. Since Tiki's no longer there.
Yay!
Brugar's standing between him.
Take the hit.
Looks like it hits you.
Can we
Go ahead
touch
and
it?
roll a will save. Yep. From its touch of insanity.
Oh, that
Ooh.
probably failed. Take a little bit of wisdom damage.
Take 2 wisdom damage.
Okay.
Oh, geez, they rolled
Mine
d4s.
starts feeling a little bit unhinged.
Oh.
And now it's Philippe's turn.
Let's see. Now that I know they roll d4s, I think I'm just gonna go run and hide.
It's only
I
if
probably
you
saw
get
it last
hit
time,
by
I should
a
remember.
touch attack and then fail a will save.
Advance
Yeah,
one,
I'm gonna
and then, like, I
come
don't
up
know,
here
or
and-
something.
Attack. This is the one I studied as well.
Right. So you get a bonus.
So, modifying roll. 1 sec. +3. I think that's right.
you hit it and you do some damage to it.
Yay! That's it.
And that's it. Kiki's turn.
Yeah, 5-foot step over here and use the wand on Rugar.
Okay.
And that'll be it.
4 more health for Brugar. Alright.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't help with what the Alops are doing, but... Alright, Brugar's turn.
I'll worry about that
If I remember right, you have, like... If I remember right, you have greater
Yeah.
magic weapon, though, still, so... From Brugar as well,
Alright,
right?
since my shield does nothing, I simply drop it,
Like it's hot.
and then... yeah. And then I put both hands on my Warhammer, and I'm gonna two-hand power attack this Alep with it. And it does have a +1 enhancement bonus thanks to that scroll of greater magic weapon.
Okay.
So this will hurt it. Maybe not a lot, but it will hurt it. And I'm gonna full round it, so 2 attacks.
Okay.
Hiya.
Those both hit. And
Oh, you just take 15 then. Because I rolled 2.
Basically, yeah. I think technically it rounds down, but I'll just put 15, that's fine.
Oh yeah, right. It would take like 1 less than. It would take 14.
Yeah.
That's fair.
So it's it looks like you damaged it pretty decently, but it still has its form. Vodic is gonna step back and put his he's like gonna 5-foot step and basically take 2, like a move action, and also use a sneer action. He's gonna drop the, or not drop it, he's gonna put away his adamantine dagger. He's not gonna drop it. He's gonna pull out the standard or the great sword, and you know, that way he can defend himself more with like an actual magic weapon. And that's his turn. Amber.
Pew pew pew, magic missiles, baby.
Okay.
Those are good.
At this guy.
Okay. You get 2 of them, I think, right? 3 of them. Okay.
Nice.
Okay,
Use the
takes
force.
full damage. It is still there, but it looks considerably weaker. And now it's Alias' turn. Unless you wanted to move somewhere, but you can still do that. So Ron, what does Alias do?
Sure, I'll move
Oh,
somewhere.
sorry.
I'll move here.
I'm gonna 5-foot step and full round attack.
Okay. Two of those hit. The first 2. The 1 auto misses. Okay. And you do some decent damage to it, similar to what Brugar just did. And now it's their turn. So one of them's going to keep attacking Brugar.
Alright.
20 hit your touch AC.
That hit.
Alright, you get another will save.
Here we go. Hey!
Okay,
Yay!
this time it has no effect on you.
Woohoo.
No, when I guess sauce, it's versus your touch AC, but counting mage armor, if I remember right. So
Yeah, that
keep in
definitely beats
mind.
my AC.
But yeah, I rolled really high on that. This other one, it's gonna attempt to go after Vodic. And 5-foot step and attack Vodic again.
He's in my circle, so he should get the inherent bonus too.
Yep, but a 23 still hits.
A deflection. Okay. And a plus to save.
That's true. So I'll give him that bonus to save, his save here. Vodic fails.
Aw, shucks.
Vodic looks slightly more unhinged, but he only took 1 damage, so that's good at least.
Is his health okay, or does Tiki notice he's hurt?
Oh yeah, Vodic's at full health still, I think,
Okay.
but he just
I
took
can't
1.
see Amber's
That's his first
bar.
wisdom damage. Really? Huh.
Yeah.
No,
Same.
she won't let up.
Oh. Alright. Then she will have to tell me
How do I
when she
change her
needs
visibility?
healing.
She's wearing her green shirt so that we can't see her green bar. It just looks like she's full health all the time.
All the time.
I thought you were gonna say she's wearing her green shirt so we can't see her green blood.
Okay, I think I need to
Ugh.
reset or refresh my roll 20. It's being super laggy right now.
Is she
Okay.
half elf or is she human looking?
She's human. Or at least human looking.
Okay. I've seen
She's not an
humans
elf.
bleed. Brugar would know
Philippe-
that their blood is red.
Philippe is half elf though.
That's why Philippe thinks that. He knows that half elves have green blood.
In Pathfinder, the elves actually are aliens anyway, so
They are.
fun fact about them. Okay, there you go. I think I fixed it by refreshing, so I don't know why it was lagging like that, but it seems to be working fine now. Philippe, your turn.
We still don't see the bar though.
Yeah, I don't know what to tell you on that.
Amber probably just doesn't even have it on the token.
Where do I fix that in? Is it under
What?
advanced somewhere?
I'll be right back. I'm going to the
Yeah.
bathroom.
Okay, I need to play information.
Amber's
so I
health
need to
is
make-
full.
There we go.
I
You
see
guys can see it now?
Yeah.
Yep.
Thanks.
Yeah, I just need to go in the permissions and make it visible.
Dang it! My other D20 was a 20.
Mm.
Is my crit
Nice.
confirm D20 was a 20. But I didn't even hit, probably. Did I?
You do actually hit.
Oh, cool. 9 divided by
Especially 'cause you
2
have
rounded down
You
damage.
actually have a flank bonus anyway, so...
I added the flank already.
Oh, well, you still hit.
Yep. I've been trying, like, I will tell you if I'm not calculating something. Otherwise, assume I'm calculating it.
Okay,
Unless
that's
it's a
fair.
negative, then maybe double check that I'm remembering. But if it's a bonus that I get, I will do it unless I say otherwise.
Okay, so yeah, you damage it
sure.
a little bit. Tiki.
I use the wand on Ruger.
Okay.
And I stay where I am.
So Brugar heals for 7, and that's your turn. Brugar, your turn. Yeah, I rolled a dice to determine when these guys would show up, so... Imagine if these guys
I
would show
thought
up.
it was just like, the golem's about to die, time for them to show up.
No, I rolled a dice. You guys could have gotten really bad luck and had it show up, like, right away. Like, while you're fighting. I thought about having that, even just doing that, being like, 2 turns in, I'll have them show up. I'm like, no, let's roll it. Let's roll a d6. And I rolled a 6, so... Okay, they show up on turn 6.
Yay.
Which was fortunately enough time for you guys, was enough time for you guys to get this thing really low. I was worried for a second you might just finish it off, and they'd be like, well, now they're just going to fight 2 Alops, which is kind of a boring fight. Because you guys already fought 3 of them and beat them.
Brugar.
Matt, you there?
Rat-row. His wisdom. It's good.
Just roll his buttons for him.
That's right, I could just open his character sheet and poke the bouton, right?
He's gonna try and trip the Alep.
You can also
I
add
don't think
7
he's gonna
health
try
to him.
Yes. Somehow I can do that.
Alright,
Oh, you're back.
Oh,
Okay,
there
you
you
cool.
cured
I
me.
don't, have to,
Yes.
I don't have to poke your boutons then.
Thank you. Alright, I'm gonna slam my hammer into the one that I'm flanking with.
Okay.
Power attack, and you know, I'm gonna put on combat expertise too.
And they
Just
both
try
look
to
about the
increase
same.
my
like-
AC.
They both look about to be about the same strength too. So if that influences, in that sense,
Okay,
yeah.
but I want
it
the
influences-
flank.
Yep. Yeah, I'm just saying that that's probably a smart move because they're both about the same damage. It's not like one's almost dead and you're hitting the other one or anything like that.
Yep, two-hand power attack with combat expertise and power. Yeah, power attack. Alright.
One of those hits, and is that enough to finish it? That is enough that this one disappears.
Haha!
It shrieks out and vanishes in a wisp of shadowy
Alright.
wispiness.
That is my turn.
Vodic is going to move over here and try to attack this thing. And he misses. But he's trying really hard. Amber's turn.
Move over here and acid splash.
Yay, asses play.
Okay.
I think that misses.
Yep, that would miss because it's in melee combat. Alright, round 10. It's been a full minute.
Yep.
Aelius is
Aelius'
going to be a
turn.
little tired after this fight.
Yeah, you're using a lot of rounds of rage too. I think you have like 30 or something, right? But
20.
still. 20, so you use like half your rounds just in this one combat.
And full attack.
I don't remember how many you used in the other combats either.
No, I don't think
That's true, you might be out.
I didn't use any because I was never actually in
Okay.
combat.
You didn't use any in the combats with the other two Aleps?
No,
I don't recall.
I only
Okay.
fought one for about like 1 round.
Okay. Okay. And one more attack. All 3 of those actually hit. It only has 14 AC.
Okay.
You must have, because otherwise your weapons wouldn't have done any damage to them.
I never fought him. Or never actually like did anything.
Really?
I got skipped around and then I honestly don't know what happened. I can look back through the log though. After this.
I thought I remembered you attacking a couple of them, but
I remember him attacking. I don't remember him raging.
You would have had
Does he
to
have
have raged to do damage to them, though.
well, unless he had greater magic weapon or something as well. He might have got scroll as well or something.
He
Couldn't
didn't.
guarantee you I did damage.
Anyway, that does some damage. I think that might be enough to finish it. Yeah, that's definitely enough to finish it. Okay, so that one also shrieks out and shrivels away, and at least the immediate battling of those two ceases, and you're left with just the very distant ambient babbling, but other than that, it's quiet. Vodek sighs heavily, kind of shaking from that wisdom damage you took.
Bruger.
Like, kind of doing that, you know,
Hooray.
nervous, kind of like adrenaline shake, basically.
That's how I'm looking with both of those.
I only
Yeah.
raged for 1 round.
Okay. So
No,
you have like
Alright,
only
that's
9.
with that much plus 9.
I raged for 2 rounds. Okay.
I'm
So you
like
need 9
11
more?
off
So
from
you
that.
don't.
11?
He's got 8 more rounds of rage for the
Yep.
day.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit,
and
okay.
There we go, perfect.
Alright, I'm gonna heal myself.
and yeah, you're fatigued now because you're done raging.
Fatigued for a
I'm
minute.
assuming. Yep.
Shouldn't
not
it
bad.
be 2 minutes?
Oh, you're right. 2 minutes.
You're fatigued for double the number of rounds.
Blood Rager doesn't juggle very well.
And Tiki
There are
spams
ways
cure.
where you can start rage cycling.
Right. There's ways you can get rid of that fatigued and then just reactivate it.
Alright, I used 10 charges, so I spend a whole minute curing.
Okay.
Thank you, Tiki. And good job. Good job, Alias and Philippe and Amber and Vodic.
And Vox says that's the
A
first
good
time
job
I
to
fought
you for knocking that
a,
thing down.
the first time I fought an Ardok creation like that. I hope that
Brugar goes over to it
either,
and pats it, and he says, "They are hard as steel, but their weakness is their top heaviness, easy to unbalance." Haha.
I hope we don't run into too many more of those, says Vodic. That thing it took us a long time to manage to take it out. It seemed like to me that you did take quite a beating as well. Hopefully, as we get further into the Akai Sanctum, we at least won't run into any more of those Alops.
Bruger, are you feeling okay? I saw one of those things touch you.
He scratches his head. You know, I'm not sure.
I'll keep my eye on you.
It's a little hazy, actually.
And Vodic chimes in and says, "Sometimes when they touch you, you can hear you can almost feel like you can understand the babbling that their incessant babbling.
Is that what happened to you?
It'll pass." He nods. "I'm sure it'll pass. I've been touched to them before. It's a very unpleasant feeling, but you don't need to worry about it."
Brugar says there is a little, like, droning in my ear, and he, like, puts his pinky into it and, like, swivels it around.
Okay, Tiki doesn't know any different, so she's gonna, just to be safe, spend a few rounds casting Lesser Restoration on him.
Okay.
Okay.
Ah,
Heals 1 of the wisdom damage. That's
Yeah,
fine
yeah.
though, because it gets rid of the penalty to the will save at least.
Yep, I'm only at 1 now.
Go ahead.
Yep. Which 1 basically you can ignore.
Yeah, I mean, you could
Until
probably
you
stop
take
at
one more.
Like I said, there's a door that was behind where this golem was standing. There's also this ever-burning torch right here. It's giving off kind of a pale, kind of a pale bluish light. But yeah, so that there's a torch there, and there's a door, and the door does not appear to have any sort of like inscriptions or insignia or anything. It's like a stone door basically, with like wooden inlays carved into it, or like set in it, I should say. But they're kind of, just like angular looking shapes. Like it's not like an inscription or a insignia or anything like that. or like it's not depicting anything in particular.
Check this
On
door
the
for
door?
traps.
Mhm.
I'm gonna detect magic at it.
Okay. It detects 60 feet past the door. You do not detect any magic.
Except in this game, I have to have line of sight to. Yeah.
I want to pick my shield back up.
So no magic on the door.
This is water down here, right? You said?
Not water. It's like garbage, debris,
Oh.
rocks, stuff like that. It's just. And that's what I was saying. It looks like some of it got. Like it doesn't look like it's like been there for a long time. Some of it, like, it looks like it maybe was moved out here. Like it was brought out here, perhaps from behind the door.
I'd probably just spend a second glancing at it, but it doesn't seem interesting enough, so I don't sift through it or anything.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah, you don't spot anything interesting in there. It just looks like it's mostly like rocks and rubble.
Okay.
It doesn't look like this door is trapped.
Nope, does not appear to be trapped, and no magic was detected on it.
Okay, well, whenever you guys are ready, I check what's on the other side of this door.
Okay. Do you guys do any refreshing of like hour-long buffs, for example? Because it'd be coming up close onto that hour.
Yeah, I'll refresh everybody's mage armor.
Using
Hooray!
like the wall.
Thank you.
Yay!
All right.
Woo, you're gonna give me mage armor?
Yeah, using Zerdurium's wand.
Sweet.
Philippe's wand. Sorry.
Okay, and we give it to Votik too?
Doesn't he have armor already, maybe? Oh, right.
Not mage
Incorporeal
armor. Yeah,
things.
yeah. I'm also very
Yeah, sure,
tired,
whatever,
like
fuck it.
almost falling asleep.
Spread the
I
mage
just
armor
did not
around.
sleep enough last night.
Yeah, I didn't get enough of a nap today because I had to freaking stay up when I got home from work, wait for Comcast to show up, and get my internet set up.
Alright, so that's 4 uses of mage armor, is that right?
Yep.
Last time I have it down as 5 uses were used. I'm wondering if that was incorrect.
Seems right.
Oh no, it is 5. Yeah, it's everyone but Amber. Yeah, okay.
I hard cast it on myself.
Yeah, okay, we're at 40 out of 50 uses left. Thank you, Amber. You're the best. What's behind door number 1?
I'll open it.
Okay. I'm gonna pull you guys back to the other screen for a little while here.
Cool.
I think I'm gonna have to like copy, paste your tokens back over there again. So hard to do it.
Well, most of us didn't take damage, so that's, good.
That's true, but yeah, because I
Yeah,
don't
we
think I have them
wanted to
properly.
put it all
I don't
in
think I
one
yet
person.
have them properly tied to character sheets. or
Character
anything yet,
sheets,
so-
yeah.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna copy paste fresh tokens over there.
See, Pluto, he gives us new tokens. You give us stinky old tokens, Mantis.
I give you copy pasted tokens. And there's what the hell did I just do? Oh, I opened up the
Zerdurium's
wrong
in for a
thing.
ride
Let's see
on
here.
Fantasy
Sorry.
Grounds, isn't he?
Yeah. Look at that! I even brought the torch over with you.
Oh, nice.
The ever burning
Thanks.
torch.
I wanted to take the torch with us anyways.
Okay, that's fair enough.
Yeah, you guys get lots of stinky old tokens in the place you're in right now, because you're not leaving that map for another couple sessions.
Alright, but I'm not going to keep the torch burning because I think we already have enough light, but I'll snuff it out and put it in my bag. Wait, it's ever burning. Wait.
It's no longer useful after that.
Wait a
Yeah.
second. How do ever burning torches work?
It's
They
just a
ever
spell
burn.
you cast on it. Yeah, they just.
Oh,
burn
never mind. I
torches.
don't do. Okay, never mind. I'm just gonna leave it. I don't even want it
Okay.
because I can't like carry it when I have my mirror and my rapier,
That's correct. Yep.
and I can't put it in my
So-
bag or else it'll catch my bag on fire. So, yeah,
Yeah.
I guess
it's
I'll roll
the
a
time when I need a
pass
tail to hold things.
while we're in this guy's lair.
What are you gonna roll?
You could
Passive
always
perception.
say,
One of these.
Tiki,
Oh, okay.
carry this.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to take it, you can take it.
Well, I don't
So yeah,
want
past
it,
that
but you
room,
can
once you get
ask.
into this, there's a hallway on the other side of the door, and it's much more like there's more torches set up, like ever-burning torches, basically. And the area looks much like more tended to, like it's cleaner, in the hallway at least. Um, and yeah, like you go down this little hallway a little ways. At this point, of course, Votek's like, I haven't been this far at this point, so you guys are kind of, I mean, I can probably get us back out, but you guys are gonna have to kind of pick which way we go when we come up to any forks in the road. If there's, although I don't think we have to go much further.
I cast Know the Path. No, I don't.
um. So let's see here. As you guys are going down the path, at some point you notice kind of a like kind of a foul smell actually,
Hmm.
and
Ew.
you identify it as it smells like rot.
I'm gonna
Right.
prestidigitate some flowery scent
Some flowery scent for you.
into the inside of my nose.
Can you do that for me
So to
too?
breathe.
Vodek will comment that he doesn't like it. He's got a really bad feeling about this.
Hmm.
Sure. And she'll
He
make
says-
Philippe's hair pink again.
And he says to him, this smells like the aftermath of a battle.
Ooh.
What it would smell like several days after a battle.
We should check it out.
Well, that's what we're
Carefully.
here for, I suppose.
I will go ahead and perception as we go along.
You see
I'll
him
do
kind of
that too.
glancing over at Aelios as he's talking about this. Kind of with a concerned look.
Oh my god.
And continues on. At some point, you see there's a door off to the side. The hallway continues, but there's a door that goes off to the side, and it's closed. Do you decide to do anything with the door, or
Is
The
it in
spot
the
you're at right
direction
now,
of the
by the way.
smell
I
that
detect
we're heading
magic at
to, or
it.
we're in the middle of all this?
it seems like it's very strong by the door. Like the scent's gotten a little stronger as you got close. Yes, you do think it may be on the other side of the door.
Okay. I guess I rolled a 1 on perception, so I don't really know shit.
You don't notice anything. Nobody notices anything in particular on the door. At least that's rolled so far.
Oh,
Hmm.
are we? Yeah, perception for the
Hey, they
door.
came to a door.
Yeah. Sorry, Philippe is doing Philippe things.
Oh.
Okay.
Do I notice
Well-
anything on the door?
You don't notice anything on the door.
But he notices the terrible smell on the other side. Pretty prominent here.
Yes, everyone notices that the smell probably is coming from the other side of the door. Yeah, Vodek looks kind of nervously around, and is are you sure you want to go in there?
Philippe, is there any evidence that this door has been opened and closed? Or
Does it look
recently?
like the door's been opened and closed?
You can't really tell that in particular, but it does look like it doesn't look like it's it looks like it probably has been opened relatively recently. Like everything in here is fairly well tended, right? So it looks like, yeah, like you don't see anything like it looks like it's, you know, expanded or anything like that, or is jammed shut or anything like that. It looks like it could open and close easily, and that it likely might have.
Okay.
Okay.
Go for it, man.
I don't want to open it. I think it's a bad idea.
Yep,
Well-
get behind me.
We're here to investigate this, though. This is why we're here.
Yep, everybody get behind me, get into a safe spot, and I will open it.
Alright, I'm gonna, like, back away, like, probably 10, 15 feet.
Vodek sighs and says,
I
he's like, I'm not sure about the danger. I'm just worried that you're not going to like what you see.
I steel myself and take a good breath of what fresh air I have, and then I open it.
Okay. So what you see on the other side is indeed a gruesome sight, as Vodek was anticipating. It appears to be some sort of mass grave.
Sweet.
It's just a bunch of bodies piled up in there in the room.
Is
Now, of
there
course,
a way
as you
to
open the door,
determine...
the smell is much more overwhelming. Everybody, as the air kind of wafts out, everybody needs to make a fortitude save. Is Alex in there? Yes, probably.
Is
Even
this,
me, I'm, like, pretty far
Yeah.
back. I need to do a
I'm
fortitude
double-clicking,
save.
apparently.
Yep.
Okay.
Do I get any bonus for the prestige?
Yeah, you can get a +1 circumstance bonus.
Okay, then I rolled a
Okay.
17.
If this is evil, we get +2 bonus.
Yeah. If it's a poison effect, I get a +2. But I rolled high.
Yeah, I'd say it's like a kind of a poison effect. It's basically just not to be affected by the overwhelming smell of this mass grave, basically, of like a bunch of rotting dead bodies.
Yeah, sometimes they classify like those
Sometimes
bad
they classify
smells
it like
as
that.
poison.
I'm cool with doing that as like a poison. So everyone saves though. Nobody's sickened or anything.
Oh.
But it is a little unnerving, perhaps. But no actual effects in terms of your statistics. Vodek says, I don't know what you're planning to do with a Kai, but I know what I'm planning to do when I see him.
What's that?
Does it involve some vigilante justice?
What's that?
Does
What's
the
a
only kind of
vigilante?
justice we have in Kaer Maga. Well, a vigilante, it's a class where you have two Oh wait, no. It's not that.
This is Tiki asking.
A vigilante is someone that rights wrongs when no one else is willing to do it.
Vigilante is a class that no game master will let you pay.
I thought about the more I look at it now, I think it could work in the right campaign.
I would let it in. I think Kingmaker, a vigilante, totally would
I think
work
Kingmaker
out. Yeah.
would probably work fine in that. Yeah, I think it'd
In
work
what?
fine in Kingmaker. I also think it'd work fine in any like I think it actually worked fine kind of in how this campaign's been mostly going, because I think the vigilante works really well if you're in a single in a
Well,
a
I mean,
set
we split the
setting,
party
I
so
guess.
much, so yeah.
That
Pretty
too. But yeah, like if you're within like a city, I think it works. It might work in that too. And honestly,
Yeah.
you could probably do a vigilante where you don't even bother with the second, like the two identities. You could just have it be like, everyone knows who my two identities are, but I
Or
don't
you
care.
use it
I'm
more
just doing it
like
because.
a shape-shifting stealth operation thing instead.
Kinda,
Yeah,
yeah.
but I mean, it has like they have their own kind of sort of sneak attack thing, so you can kind of uh, I don't know, you could do it kind of as a similar thing to like a rogue, kind of, if you wanted, for example, or like you can build them as a caster. Like they're a really flexible class in that sense
Or you
too.
can build them as a
Mm.
magical child.
Oh god,
Yes,
Mantis.
you could pick the magical
Stop.
child archetype, but I do
Wait,
like
what?
the vigilante's kind of neat because it's yeah,
I want to be
there's a
the
magical
galactic
girl.
pretty boy.
Yeah, or you could do that.
Mantis
But
is
yeah,
like
it
a
has.
weeaboo, but not a weeaboo, just FYI. He's
I get that
kinda
he's into
bad.
anime, and that's totally fine.
Well, he's ascended because he's actually been to Japan, so and he actually speaks Japanese. So
Yeah, yes, that's
Right,
where I'm
yeah.
saying he's not exactly a
I
weeaboo,
now
but
He's
don't
not
kinda
that-
do
is.
he's not
ridiculous
weeb.
damage versus
He graduated
what,
past
Mardox or
weeabooism.
something.
He
yeah,
surpassed
he's an
weeabooism.
ascended.
Yes.
He is what was the term from Guild Wars for closer to the stars?
It was ascending, wasn't it? Or
Like way yeah, but
Yeah, it
then
was
in
ascended.
factions it was like Wayno something. I don't remember. Let me look that up. Like a factions version of ascended. You know, I'm not gonna look it up. Let's get back on topic here. What do you guys do now? Like, this does not look like there's another door or anything in this room. This looks like it's just a room that offshoots off of this hallway and is being used as a mass grave, basically. Looks like there's about probably 24 bodies in there
Hmm.
at
Are
various
they
stages of
Shawanti?
decay. You would
Is
probably
your
be able to
brother
tell.
Alex in there, Alios?
You would probably be able to tell that that they are indeed Shawanti. Is that Alias's brother's name now? Is Alex?
Yep.
Definitely Alex.
But just from glancing in there, you wouldn't be able to tell if his brother's there or not.
okay.
Well, case closed.
That's
Alex dead.
Hmm. Alright, well, I take a step in and I look around carefully.
I follow behind.
Okay.
That's good perception.
Um. Obviously, I can only see 60 feet in front of me. Black and white, but I'll look around too and listen. Do the how long ago does it look like these bodies were slain? Do I know any
That's what I was
approximate
saying.
time?
It's all in various
Various,
stages of decay. Like some of them, like it's basically in a pile, right? And so the stuff at the bottom,
it's like a
the bodies at the bottom,
collection.
like you can see, yeah, you can see some of the bodies at
Okay.
the bottom are like, there's exposed bone and such. It looks like it's in much nastier. That's probably where the worst of the smell is coming from. Looks like those ones have probably been there for a while.
So Tiki will
Whoever
say,
put these here is not using gentle repose on the bodies.
yeah, Tiki will say that this problem been going on for a while now, not going to stop. Can we make it stop?
I mean, remember, Alias's brother's been missing for months, right?
Right.
Well, if Akai is behind this, then we'll certainly put the boots to him. And if that doesn't stop it, then I don't know what will.
Is there anything here to prove he is?
Not in this room.
There was that.
I don't know, but yeah, if his golem is here, then I'm pretty sure he's aware of this.
Would it bear a mark, perhaps, that we could confiscate?
Well, I can tell you this much. It's well known that Akai is the one stealing these golems, or not the golems. He's the one stealing the Shawanti,
Right.
and these here are certainly Shawanti.
But we have nothing
Oh, they
to
are.
prove Akai is responsible for this, though. Unless there's some sort of
They'd be able to tell
evidence.
because Shawanti basically have like their tribal tattoos, basically, and like some of the ones that are more recently deceased, you can still. I mean, even some, maybe even some of the ones that have been there a while, but you can see some of them have like the Shawanti tribal tattoos.
Do the slave traders keep records of what slaves might have been purchased, and can we identify some of these slaves as those slaves? Or are we just going to assume these
think
are the
orcs
slaves?
keep records?
I'm no expert on the slave trade, but a lot of them are
Oh,
things
I've
like
been muted
gnolls
for
and
like
orcs.
40 minutes.
Oh god damn
Oh
it!
no.
Okay.
My brother would have the same tattoos as me because that's
Yep.
the symbolization of our family name.
Right. It's the Shawanti tribal tattoo stuffs have like very specific meanings, and that's kind of one of the things is you can kind of tell like there's certain parts of it that would be similar, so you'd probably recognize him. Like that's actually how that was the lead. Somebody recognized Alias's tattoos. I was like, oh, I've seen those tattoos in Kaer in a market there. It was like somebody that was particularly keen on Shawanti tattoos and happened to realize that was the same type of tattoo. It was kind of fortunate actually because it was a lot of people probably they all Shawanti tattoos probably look the same. But is that gonna be your brother's
Yeah.
name? Okay.
Alex.
Not Alex. Maybe Alex is the name of a different Shawanti here.
That's how that's how
There's
you pronounce it, is Alex.
Oh, you pronounce it Alex. Let's see here. There's like a
K-H-Y
silent or like a
K-A-Y-H-L, it's Alex.
yeah. The K is silent, and the Y and L are pronounced like backwards from how they're written there.
Yep. Of course,
Kinda
that's
like-
normal Shawanti
yeah.
language.
Yeah, of course.
You start from back to front, and then go back again.
You start in the middle and work your way out. That actually might be funny to like write something like that, like where you pronounce words from like the middle out.
When you try
Alright.
to say two letters at once as you're like expanding out.
So
yeah,
Room of
Volik
Death.
looks
Not a
to
fan.
Alias and says, "I don't know if your brother's in here or not, but even if we don't find him, I think we need to at least avenge his death."
At the least. That's just the tip of the iceberg.
You need to make sure this doesn't happen to anyone else.
Yep, like I said, the Kai's cruising for a bruising.
Anyway, Vodek steps back outside the room and waits for everyone else to, if you guys have any other examinations you want to do in this room.
No. I don't like death. I don't even think Philippe went in the room, honestly. Like,
Wimp.
no.
He just stood outside it. Yeah.
Like, I knew just before even looking in there what was going to be in there.
Yeah, so did Vodek. He picked up right away. He's like, oh, okay, I think I know what's going on here. He was trying to relay that to everyone else. I don't know how good a job he did, but he was trying
Is
to
there
warn
another
everyone.
door in here?
Nope, there's no other doors inside. This room's like it's a dead end basically, but the hallway does continue outside.
Okay. Close this door.
Okay.
Continue on carefully
Continue on carefully.
down the
Okay.
hallway.
Okay. Hey, we'll follow.
Yeah, look at those good perception.
Yeah, passive perception. Oh man, I rolled a 1. Got the same as for
Brugar's feeling particularly perceptive today.
I
Good.
am.
Not as much as Amber, though. Um, okay, you guys, as you're walking down the hall, we get to a spot, like you kind of turn a corner, and all of a sudden you see a lot more doors lining the hallway. And on top of that, everyone except for Tiki hears a little bit of talking, like kind of mumbling. Uh, as you guys have gotten further in the hall, you stopped hearing like that ambient mumbling you were hearing before from the Alps. So it seems like you guys had maybe perhaps created some distance, but yeah, now you're hearing some mumbling going on again.
Oh.
There's several doors lining the hallway.
But does it sound like Alep's mumbling?
You can't tell. It does. Perhaps it's hard to tell. It does sound very similar to the Alps, so you think it probably, or at least, but it sounds like it's coming from like inside those doors. But you can actually hear fairly. You can hear some of the mumbling. Like it's really quiet. But each of these doors has like basically like a little window, like a barred window, basically at the top of the door. Like kind of think like a
Okay.
prison door.
I'll look into one of the doors.
Okay. Um, the first one you look into, you don't see anything in, but like let's say, like their doors are kind of across from each other, across the hall from each other. But you kind of, as you like, come up and you look into the one on, like, let's say on your left randomly, the one behind you at that point, you realize that you're hearing a voice coming from that door, from behind you in there.
Okay.
And if you turn around and look, you see that there actually is a person huddled in, like, past that door in the little room in there. It's basically like a jail cell. They're just huddled in a corner in the room, and you can tell that they're muttering to themselves.
Do they seem sane?
You're not sure. You can't really tell. Perhaps if you could
These
hear what they're
guys
muttering.
aren't sane. There are people in here. I think they're nearly alipified.
Hmm.
From a few doors down, as you're saying that, you hear someone. You hear someone say, "Hey, hey, who's out there? I hear someone." No one
It's
else
just
seems
your
to say anything.
imagination.
Maybe attempt to stealth?
So I don't think so. I think you're someone out there.
That's what you'd like to believe.
So you're bluffing that
Just
you're not out here?
that he's not actually here, and then the guy's just going insane for some
I'm
reason.
going to do the same thing, but with intimidate. I'm going to like think he's scaring himself, I guess. Can I do that?
I mean, I don't know. What are you trying to say? Like, you better not think we're here. Like, I don't know.
I don't know.
Or we're gonna be
What do
here
you
so
say?
not hard that you're. Yeah, like, what do you say to try to intimidate him?
Never mind.
Okay. So yeah, you're trying to bluff him, saying you're like, oh, you're just imagining us. We're not here. And he's like, I know what I hear. You don't seem like a Kai.
Gonna try to be real quiet now.
Okay. Vodik kind of
Is this
glances
hallway
around
we're in,
at
is it
everyone
narrow?
else. It's about 10 feet across. It's fairly narrow, but not too narrow. Like it's narrow for some of the areas you've been in Kaer Maga, but it's pretty wide.
Yeah, 10 feet across
I
is
don't know.
pretty
It's wide enough, but yeah. So it's like 10 feet across through the two different cells, but. So
Okay,
yeah, what
I
do you guys
pull
do?
out my, whatchamacallit, my lucerne hammer.
I'm going to pull out my wand of invisibility and going to invisible myself. Oops,
Okay.
I was going in the wrong direction.
Vodik's gonna kind of stand, a little behind Brugar with his great sword out.
Yeah,
I'm
I'll
gonna
stand
go
near
over to the
them.
door which had the person actually talking coming out of it.
Okay. And you probably get to the door and look, and there's like a kind of an emaciated face right at the door, like trying to look out. He's kind of squinting, like he's trying to make out what's out there, but he can't. Like the door is too thick, he can't really get a good angle to see down the hall. But you can kind of tell he's
Right.
trying to look down there.
So, who are you?
I don't see you. If you're here, you probably know who I am.
What's your name?
My name.
Yeah, your name. Are you Alex?
He thinks about it for a second. Says, "Yes, I'm Alex."
Do I believe it?
Uh, you think that he at least that he is Alex. You don't think he's lying to you. But he does seem a little unhinged at the same time, so you're not 100% sure that that's his real name. Like, you don't know if you believe that he's actually Alex, but you do believe that he's not lying about thinking he's Alex.
How long have you been here?
He thinks about it and shakes his head. I don't know. I haven't seen the sun, and
So is she like ahead of us doing this like
he
conversation?
he stops. Yeah, she's just invisible, like talking to this guy. He sits there after, like, he's like, I haven't seen the sun, and then he just starts like laughing. Like he just
Regard grunts and gestures for the others to come over. He starts
Okay.
walking down the hall.
Okay. And eventually you get up to where Amber is invisible, and he's like, "Oh, hey! I knew you guys were there was someone out there."
I ask Alias if this guy looks like his brother.
The Alias would be able to tell you that no, it doesn't,
Hmm. I grunt and
unless Alias wants to tell you it's his brother. I don't know, but Alias, you can tell that it's not your brother.
Okay.
I just say, let's keep moving.
Hey! Where are you going?
I am going to drop. Let's
Dismiss
see.
invisibility.
No, I'm going to drop uh, 2 trail rations
Ooh, what's this?
in through the bars.
This is much nicer than what the golems bring me.
And yeah, it's just out of nowhere food appears.
It's like, oh,
He
this.
can make of
He
that what
starts
he wants.
he starts eating it. Hey, you guys aren't so bad, bringing me this food. It's been quite a while since the golems
Rugar
were here.
shushes him.
My bad. Hey, where you going? I have some questions. I haven't talked to anyone in a while. You guys just keep ignoring him, keep walking.
I tell him that you've got a better chance getting out if we get to Kaer without being seen or heard.
Oh, yeah, come on, man. I don't want to get out of here. I just want to talk.
Ugh. I ignore him.
Okay.
I'll come back and I'll talk to you later.
That's
You
what
can
they
just
always say.
pretend I'm here. Just
That's,
like
that's
you
what I
can't
always
see
do,
me
though.
now.
That's what I always do. I don't want to do that. So you guys keep walking, though?
I keep walking.
Okay, so he's
I
kind of
just
starts
see
kind
it,
of
it's just
shouting
I'm
at you, like, hey, come back here. I'm not done talking to you.
Alright, asshole. I have to intimidate him now.
Okay.
I give him like the big ol' stare. I threaten him with the wrath of doom.
And he says, meh. Hey, look, you can come back here, and you can do that all you want, and I'm okay with it. Just don't leave. Just get back over here,
Do I know what's wrong with
please?
him?
So,
please.
Oh my god.
Pluto, do
He's
I know what's
losing
wrong with him?
his mind, of course.
Does he
What are you
look
gonna do?
like does he look like he's like he's very healthy? Like
No, he
physically?
He's
looks
emaciated.
he looks emaciated. Yeah, he looks like he hasn't had enough food. So he's like eating the travel rations as
Does he
like
look like he has
like
plenty
so,
of water?
um that you probably really wouldn't be able to tell, but
Hmm.
How big are these bars that are on the thing?
it's like a window slot basically. So even if you broke the bars, that wouldn't be enough to get him out. Like he wouldn't be able to fit through that window. And the door itself
Could
is
I
also
fit my
So-
fist through it?
you probably if the bars weren't there, you could probably fit your fist through it.
Okay.
Don't punch him, Brugar.
What? It'll keep him quiet.
Hmm.
I'm not saying this aloud, obviously. But this is what
Right.
Burgar's thinking.
Okay.
how big of cell or whatever he's in?
These all look to be about like 10 by 10 cells. They're pretty small.
Oh. Okay. I'm going to intimidate him and tell him,
Get another intimidate check in, huh?
yeah,
Okay.
telling him to just to sit quiet. Oh my god, this game.
Yeah, he got the same result as Brugar. It's like, look, man, I'll sit here quiet as you want if you just stay here and talk to me, okay? That's so hard. I just want to talk to someone.
Burgar
Look,
says, we
we'll
haven't
let
the
you
time for
out
this fool.
once we're done.
We'll talk quietly. It'll be fine.
Now quickly, before Bakai's golems catch up with us. And I gesture for the party to keep going down the hall.
Okay.
Tiki just kind of
And-
glances over her shoulder at him, like, just like, what is this weirdness?
He's Alex.
It's Alex.
This is weird.
So yeah, as you guys start walking away, he's still like yeah, yelling for a little while, like hey, I'm not done. But after you guys kind of get down a little ways away, like you can kind of still hear him yelling for a little bit longer, but then he just stops. He gives up. Other than that, you see like there's a lot of the cells are empty. But you do see some more with like more people, mostly ignoring you. They're mostly just huddled up, and some of them are huddled in a corner babbling.
Yeah, I have
themselves.
Alias check each
Some of
one
them
to
just
see
kind
if
of-
we see his brother.
Yeah, and he doesn't. So far, he hasn't seen his brother. Some of them are just kind of will just stare blankly at you as you walk past, but won't say anything.
We don't have enough food for all of these guys, but we're setting them free once we're done here.
Except for that git back there.
What? I'm setting him free.
We'll need
Didn't
to
you
be
hear him?
careful
He
when we
doesn't
do.
want to go
He's-
free.
He seems really, really dangerous, but on the
Listen,
other hand,
Amber. He said he
sure,
Oh
didn't
he's
want
not
yes,
to.
as
he's completely dangerous. He's
Well-
emaciated and has no weapons and no armor.
If he
Well,
doesn't want to be
he's
free,
not
you could
dangerous
just
right now,
open the
but
door, and if he doesn't want to go,
I'm
he
not
won't
saying
go.
we don't. I'm not saying we don't want to let him out. I'm just saying we'll need to be careful. I'm sure Akai is obviously much more dangerous. So if we can handle Akai, we can handle him.
Beauregard puts his hands to, he like folds his hands and says, "Phew, I'm not feeling sorry for him."
Huh.
It's not a matter of sorry. It's a matter of everybody should be able to not be caged like animals.
Like
I can agree with that.
animals, like animals, like.
All right, but if you open that door and he keeps annoying me, I'm giving him a knuckle sandwich.
That's fine.
Okay. Everyone got a passive perception for me?
Yes.
Another one?
I shall roll another passive perception.
Hey, 40.
Okay. Philippe would be the first one to notice.
Twenty.
You start hearing the sound of like clanking metal on the ground. Basically, no, clanking metal on the ground. You're hearing what you assume might be either someone in a heavy suit of armor or perhaps a golem walking down the halls ahead of you.
I warned the party.
In the distance. Philippe would hear it first. After he mentions it to you, everyone else would probably have no problem hearing it as well. So you hear it. Basically, it walks a little ways, and then it stops, and then it walks a little ways again. And it sounds like it's down the hall quite a ways, but it's pretty loud when it's walking.
I'll continue forward quietly.
I will draw my warhammer and shield.
I'm just gonna keep carrying the wand out.
And I'll have my
I like
wand
Tiki
of
carrying the wand.
invisibility in hand if I need to use it as a dagger.
Okay.
So long as Tiki keeps healing, I'll keep fighting.
A few spots you come across
Sounds
some
like a plan.
doors in this hallway, basically, but most of the time when you get to them, they're already open at this point. But yeah, they're just doorways, and then just like another hallway with more cells in here. And you can kind of determine just like from here, this was whenever this was built, this was actually designed as a prison. I think somebody rolled like a knowledge history a long time ago about Kaer Maga, to know that it was called, one of its other names is the Asylum Stone, from way back in the times of Erissia, where the Rune Lords basically had an asylum kept under Kaer Maga. So perhaps this was like a wing of that grand asylum that was housed within Kaer Maga. And as you get a little closer, actually, Philippe would actually realize that the clanging he's hearing is actually two. It sounds like two separate sets of footsteps, or maybe a four-legged animal of some sort. Like maybe it's a centaur, golem, or something.
I would definitely share that with the party.
Okay.
I ask Amber, how many times can you use that thing you'd use to make you invisible?
A lot. But not for
What if we
very
can
long.
just, what if we can just, you know, walk past them if they're on their patrol?
What happens when we get to Akai and he calls all of his constructs?
Well, we'll get them by then.
I mean, perhaps we can just walk past them without becoming invisible. Just don't
I'll
go
try.
right up next to them.
All right, sounds like a stealth time.
Or not.
Hey, they still have to try and find me. They may have a -1 perception.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they might.
Alright,
They
I
also-
proceed carefully.
Okay.
You mean clankily?
I'm not clanking, I'm just not very good at stealth. I'm not trying super hard to be stealth.
Okay. You start hearing them much more clearly as you guys are continuing down. Every once in a while there's like a bend in it, right? But it mostly seems like like if anytime there's like a left turn, it feels like there's always a right turn shortly later. So you're continuing on. It feels like in mostly a line. It doesn't seem like you're circling around or anything like that. But at some point you think you can hear that they're very close, that they're perhaps around the next bend.
Just around the river bend.
Yes, only it's not a river at all. It's a crazy asylum.
It's a winding river of hallways.
Fuck it, I'll go scout ahead.
I'll scout ahead. Yes,
I'm
sir.
going-
Hut 2, 3, 4.
I'm
So you tell
going
everyone else
to invisibility myself again.
Okay, and you tell everyone else to wait behind while you go scout it?
Yeah, I said I'm
Okay.
scouting.
Alright.
Alright. You do so then. You
so
come up-
this plus 20.
You come up around the corner and you see two much smaller than the previous ones. These ones are medium-sized, go almost like the first one you fought rather than the last one you just fought. And yeah, you see them basically walking down the halls on either side of them. At this point, I should also mention the hallways have actually widened out a little bit. So there's actually a gap between the two of them, in fact. And I think you probably could walk between them. But yeah, they're stopping at each cell, and they're basically putting, they're basically dropping like this bread pretty much, and not each cell, but you know, some of the cells, like most of the cells. And they're just
Okay.
dropping bread into the cells. And they continue on to the next one. And you figure you probably don't have a whole lot of time before they are going to reach that bend, so you got to make a quick decision. What are you going to do? You going to go back right away, or?
I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna say, get in the middle of the path. In a
Okay.
whisper.
Okay. Everybody.
Okay.
Does everybody do that? I know Voting
Sure.
will do it.
Get in the middle of the
I'm
path.
not sure if this will work, but maybe they'll just ignore us if we ignore them.
So you're not going to do any like invisibility on anybody. You're just going to have them stand in the middle.
Yeah, it's a test.
Okay.
I am going to be in the back. No, not the back. No. God,
I mean,
how
you
wide
should
is the
prepare
hallway,
to
like
fight,
square-wise?
but-
That's what I'm saying. It's
Yeah.
3 squares basically. It's 15 feet across
And
now. It's
I
widened up
don't
a
think
bit.
this is a good idea.
Some of the cells look like they're getting a little bigger down this end too. Like you guys are kind of in the maybe this is like the nicer or the higher profile end of the of the asylum basically.
So would they have to turn to see us?
No, I mean right now they would just they come around the corner and they'd probably be looking right at you.
Right, so they have to like turn left or right to get into the hallway we're in, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. There's like a corner up ahead that they have to come around. And you can hear them quickly approaching that corner right now. I mean, not super quickly. They're just walking around. They're not moving that fast. But
Well, I don't know if it looks like everyone's doing what Amber said, but I'm putting my back up like against this corner. I've got my warhammer and heavy steel shield ready, and I'm gonna ready in action as soon as one comes around that corner. I'm gonna trip it.
so you're just gonna attack it, okay?
And I'm going to go past the corner. In the middle.
Okay. And I guess they start coming up towards the corner. And let's see here. I'm gonna have to change up how this map functions. I might have to just draw a new one. So yeah, you're gonna come up around the corner, and that will end up. They'll end up coming around the corner, and that will trigger the ready to action. So I'm gonna have to draw a new
I
map,
go,
I think, for
haha.
this.
Oh, no.
Let's see here. I need to change diagonals to be Pathfinder diagonals. Let's see, I should have still have your thing, your tokens. Okay. So we're gonna create this map as we on the fly here. But I'm gonna play you guys into it here. It's basically what the hell? Where did that? Oh, here it is. It put freaking Philippe's token on the for the map. That's funny.
Yay!
I guess the riverbank one has Tiki's token as well, like representing it. Usually I'll have like a monster as like the token, or like the map, like an image from the map,
Uh,
like the background image or whatever they put on there. Okay, so let's see here. It's gonna be we're gonna have a corner here. Freaking toolbar, get out of the way. So polygon line. So we're gonna have. Yep, there we go. That's perfect. And then it'll have a. Yeah, like that. And then there's like cells kind of along the edge here that are like.
At least we have our torch with us.
Kind of like that. And yeah, just assume that every few squares there's another door. And so Brugar is standing like right at this corner basically with a ready to action as soon as they come into the corner. He's just gonna
Wait,
trip.
where are they walking from?
I was gonna have them be
I
walking in
assume
from.
from
They're
like this
up here,
place.
right?
Yeah. I was gonna have them from the
Okay.
top up there. Because remember.
I would be like back here.
Okay. Vodek was staying in the middle, like Amber said, but then no one else really did it, I guess. Everyone else just got like, nah, let's not do that.
That seems like a bad idea. If there's two coming, one on either side, to have them walk on either side of us, seems bad. Maybe
yeah,
Tiki could sneak by because she's so small.
just wait for them to set up and give them a free flank. So let's see here.
Right.
They're basically gonna come into here, and this one's gonna come into here, and you're gonna get a free trip attack on it. Remember, these ones are the medium-sized ones, so they're a little bit
I rolled low.
easier to hit. What did you roll on your CMB? Yeah, I think that's going to not trip them. So that was your surprise round. Anybody else do any other surprise rounds as soon as it happens? Were you guys anybody else like ready to do anything as soon as they came into view and Brugar tried to trip them?
these look like more constructs.
Where was
right?
Alios at, by the way? What's that?
You said these look like more constructs, right?
Yep, they're the same. They're more like the construct you ran into in the foundry that was guarding that office. These are like the smaller ones, the smaller variant.
I'm going to ready an action to step out of the way if it tries to breathe at me or walk through my square.
Okay. Anybody else doing anything as soon as they come into view?
Nah, I just have my rear mirror out.
Okay.
No, I'll stay where I am.
Then
It's fine.
let's see. I gotta clear the turn tracker and everyone roll initiative.
Average.
Ah, that fucking double clicking is annoying. I don't
You're
know why it
double.
happens. It just keeps happening. My mouse is super sensitive after like some Windows update. It's been hell since.
I need a new mouse. Because I have that issue.
I don't think it's your mouse. Because I swapped
No, it's been
out
doing it for
my
a long ass time.
Okay.
What is happening?
Every
It's
time she
super
clicks, it double
sensitive.
clicks.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So that is it a Razer mouse?
No, but that's a.
But
Yeah.
the switch contacts on the inside are wearing out. Is what's
No,
happening.
this is a brand new mouse, and my other mouse did the same exact thing. So all the research I did
Oh,
was,
okay.
and it happened after a Windows update, and it seems like that was kind of a common issue. So I already updated drivers, and it didn't seem to fix it. So I don't know. I'd deal with it. It doesn't always happen. I don't know. I did well again though.
Hooray.
Oh, I didn't eat supper tonight. Oops.
Whoops. Supper?
He didn't eat super.
Super. Didn't you have your super meal?
Alright. So, Brugar just tried to trip this one right as it came into view, but that didn't work. These golems are basically walking around carrying, like, basically baskets of bread. Kind of like really shitty bread, but it's still bread. And, you guys are getting in these golems' way as they're going around trying to feed all their prisoners. And it's now Alias's turn.
All right.
Can't believe you guys are stopping them from eating. And yeah, these are flat-footed as well, so you can move. Unless they have combat reflexes, you can move through their threatened squares, no problem.
Listen, it sucks that they may not get to eat, but our mission is more important. If we succeed, they get their freedom.
That's true. Long-term goals. Okay, so move action, and then do you attack one of them?
I'm
Attack
attacking the
one you're flying
bottom
with,
one.
maybe? Okay.
And I am not raging here, so
That still hits, and is that a chance
Nice
for
hit.
critical? No, it's not. If it was keen, it would. Dang. But it does hit. Okay, and you seem to have damaged it a little bit. You dented it a little.
okay. We can go put food in.
Okay.
So if you need my AC, it's that.
Okay. Philippe.
I will move here and attack.
Surprised none of you guys have asked for Vodic's dagger.
It's his.
That's true.
I don't ask
He
a
probably
man
lent
for
it.
his dagger.
He probably would have lent it to you if you wanted, though.
Ouch.
Yep, you miss. Alright, Vodic's turn. I guess with Vodic does alright with it anyway, so he's gonna move up and pulling his dagger out, and he's gonna try to stab it with his dagger. And he misses. Tiki.
Okay. Nobody got hit? Anybody get hit yet?
Nobody's gotten
Not
hit
yet.
yet. They haven't even gone yet. They're still flat-footed. For what little good it does, they have like no dex bonus to AC anyway. So.
Yeah. Tiki says, I'm sure you got this, Brugar. And she will
Haha.
cast a spell on him.
Okay.
That's right.
This one only has Alias next to him, so he's going to attack Alias. Let's see, their attack bonus is a little bit lower than the other one was. He misses, actually. Assuming that 24 is actually correct. And, Amber's turn.
Was he getting flanking?
Oh, yeah, he would have been getting flanking as well. No, actually, no, he
maybe
doesn't.
not, because this
Sorry,
other one
he
hasn't
doesn't. It's
yet
still,
active.
it's still flat-footed. It's still flat-footed. He doesn't get
Yeah.
flanking. Amber's turn. You're invisible.
I am. I don't really do anything against these guys. I'll keep watch and double move
Okay.
down here. Actually, I'm gonna single move down here and look around. Make sure nothing else is coming down this hallway.
Okay. Well, mage armor does not stack with breastplate in against these. It doesn't stack at all, actually, but they're both,
It might not even
armor
be
bonuses.
calculating it. It's not even including it in the calculation.
Okay, so yeah, it's just the breastplate then in that case. Do you have like shield up maybe or something? Well, shield would you would.
Where's this
it
4 coming
doesn't matter.
from?
Shield would have been a +4 though, but it has a duration of minutes, so you would have had to have like cast. You would have had to actually tell me you cast it if you were using that.
Something just sounds really off.
What happens if I turn off mage armor? Because it shouldn't be stacking.
No.
Oh, maybe if I put it in this box. Yeah, there. I had it in the
So-
wrong box.
So
AC
is it actually 20 then? Okay, so that would have hit actually in that case. And you would have taken 11 damage in that case. Whereas the other one that Brugar attempted to trip is going to do an acid spit.
Ooh, it's fantastic.
Yeah, or not a spit acid, molten, not acid, it's fire.
Oh.
It's molten brass, sorry. So you get to make reflex saves. 7, and what's Tiki's save?
Ouch.
Okay, you take half of it. 13, half of 13 for Tiki, and 13 for Brugar. Much lower than the other one, though,
no-
because
Okay.
they're smaller. These ones are wimps compared to the other one.
Yeah.
And now it's Brugar's turn.
Alright, now I'm gonna
They're still really hard to kill,
trip
though.
it again. Full round, first attack, trip.
And you get the flank bonus
With a
this
flank.
time, too. Okay, that actually is enough to trip it.
Haha!
Much lower CMD since it's, smaller.
And then I'm going to attack it with the 5 down.
Let me put the prone thing on him. What was I using for prone again? I'll put the
Oh,
boot
I
on
meant-
it.
The lightning-y looking thing.
Oh, the tangled foot one is what I was using. Whatever, we're using a boot now.
Alright, that's my turn.
So it's prone now, and that's the end of round 1. Round 2, Alias, your turn now.
All right. Full round attacking the one below me.
Okay.
No, let's just do it like this. So, never mind.
Okay. The first 2 hit. Again, these are considerably easier to deal with. So the small size, you're able to land much more.
It doesn't make them any less fun to beat up.
They definitely still have DR though, and you can tell even having hit what should have been a really solid hit for that second attack, you feel like that attack did nothing. The first attack did slightly more than nothing.
More
So
than
it's on the
nothing is
ground
good.
with a dent on it, but yeah, it's still there, still lying on the ground in pretty good condition. Philippe.
Yes, I will study this guy in front of me. 5-foot step up and attack it. Dang.
Okay, you miss.
That's with all my mods, jeez.
Yeah, and it having a lower AC from being prone.
Uh-huh. Welcome to my life. I'm not very optimal.
This is Vodic's turn. He's going to 5-foot step, and he's going to attack the one that's prone. And he misses. It's a pretty shit roll. Okay. And it's now Tiki's turn.
Um. I will 5-foot step over here and use the wand on Bruger.
Okay.
Yay.
For 4 hit points.
More.
Go on to go.
Give me all the heal.
Anything else? Any move actions? Pull anything out? A weapon or anything? Probably not. Alright. Assuming
With this
no,
frog healing me, I'm unstoppable.
this golem is going to do its line attack weapon. It's going to hit force Tiki step
Oh my
out of the
god.
way. So Alias, and this thing is intentionally going to fail its save. It's going to just let itself get coated in the molten brass.
Oh my god. That's so good. Wow.
It's kind of
So
good.
Alias, you got to save. I know you're going to take less damage as well because you have resist energy.
Yes.
I think at least. What's the duration on resist energy, Mantis?
An hour.
10 minutes per level, it's an hour.
So an hour. Yeah, it hasn't been an hour, so it's still up. Okay, you're going to take half this damage, which probably end up being none because it's only 46. So, and Brugar saved actually too, so you guys both only take 7 damage. And you do also notice that this, as this molten brass hits the golem behind Alios, that the brass seems to like kind of seep into the spots where you slashed at it, and it looks like it's basically repairing it.
Oh
Yep.
no.
And
That's so good.
yeah, it repairs some of its damage. It still looks a little damaged, but not not as damaged before.
Are these construct creatures?
They are constructs. Do you get like a bonus against
Oh, fuck me, yeah.
them? Sorry. I thought it was obvious that
I
they were
get
constructs.
sorry, I get DR. My attacks have DR of my Blood Rager level, so 6.
Oh, like they ignore DR of your Blood
Yeah.
Rager
When
level?
you're raging?
Oh.
Oh, when I'm raging, yeah, yeah.
Okay, well that would have been useful to know in the last combat.
Wait.
Because you guys would have killed it a lot faster.
Yeah, while raging.
Yeah, okay, well we know that for the future. Just remind me next time as well, I guess, but yeah,
You
I didn't
might
even know you
have
had that
like
ability.
2 rounds of, or 3 rounds of rage back or some shit.
That's true.
Hey, you won't learn unless, you know.
Yep, it's a lesson to make sure you know all your abilities.
I have it wrote down, but I, you know.
Yeah, it's the first time it's been relevant, really. I mean, we've only had one other fight with a construct, so I don't even know if you had to
So
rage
is it
in that
Ember's
fight
turn
or
now?
not. Yep, it's Amber's turn now. Oh, I need to roll there.
Drop 1, pull out acid flask. Go after this guy who's flat-footed touch AC. No, I miss. A 4 doesn't
No.
hit.
Nope. On this one's turn, it's prone. It's going to attempt to stand up, which provokes from
I'm gonna
everyone.
try to knock it down.
Okay. Vodek will take
Get
his free
ready to
attack.
go back on your butt.
Yeah, that'll trip it again. Vodek does his free attack, and he hits. And his damage completely ignores it, DR because it is... he does an adamantine weapon. So he puts some damage on this thing. Alias hits it. Wait, no. Does not hit it. Sorry, even with it being prone. And Philippe, do you do an attack as well? I'm assuming.
Yes, yes. Ooh.
Ooh. Do you pass that crit?
So normally whenever I do it on my turn, it lasts until my next turn. How does it work when it's an attack of opportunity? Is it the same way, you think?
Probably until your
Let's
next
look it
turn,
up.
so you'd have to do it to either me or Alias.
I mean, it's whoever hits it next gets the crit, pretty much. Yeah, it's just before the start of your next turn, so that only lasts till the start of your next turn.
I think I'll just
Brugar
use it in this
and
case.
Alias both have attacks before your
Oh wait,
next
no,
turn,
they both
so-
have attacks. Okay, I didn't see Alias.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's just one of them, I'd use it. Okay, yeah, I'll pass it, and
Okay.
I'll just do normal
So-
damage.
Do you feel like your
have to
attack
choose-
didn't do a whole lot of damage, but it does pass off.
Exposed weaknesses.
It does expose a weak point, basically, that somebody else might be able to take advantage of.
I actually got to
And-
do the thing that I wanted to do.
And this one's going
Hold
to try
on.
to hit
Who do
Brugar
you
as well.
designate? Do you have to designate?
No, it's the first
It's-
one to hit.
Is the
Yep,
next
just whoever the
person
first person to hit. The
ally.
next ally who's a creature with a melee attack before the start of your next turn gets it.
Okay, so this thing tried to stand up, and I knocked it back down. What's it do?
It's going to attempt to attack you.
Okay.
And it gets a much lower bonus to its attack. A 20, I'm guessing, misses you, so it's
Yep,
now your
misses.
turn.
Alright. I'm gonna power attack. I'm gonna power attack it while it's on the ground.
Okay, and if any of these attacks hits, it automatically confirms as a critical.
Alright.
Do it.
Yep, here comes the full round.
Okay, that 31 will hit as a critical, so go ahead and roll for some more damage on it. Actually, I could just take that 13 as well, but yeah, I'll just have you roll another damage for it.
Okay.
Just in the interest of fairness. Okay.
Wait. So since he rolled his crit range, it automatic. Oh, never mind. I'm dumb. Automatically confirms if it hits, right?
Yeah, and 19 isn't his crit range anyway, so he wouldn't have had the crit. But that's actually is a minor thing that's annoying. Is if he had rolled that 20, it wouldn't have mattered on that first attack. Because it's like, well, you already had a crit anyway,
Yeah.
so it's kind of the I don't know. I mean, math doesn't work that way. It's not like it made him. It's not like he's really missing out on anything. But yeah, Philippe missed out in that case, I guess, really.
Be the chance.
But he wouldn't have been able to
missed,
know. Yeah, so the second attack doesn't hit anyway, but the first attack hits and crits, and you can tell that this actually did do a significant amount of damage to it. You dent it really badly with like the warhammer,
Yep.
like
Wow.
big gashing hole on its head or something. Now it's still functioning, but it definitely took some pretty solid damage.
All right, that's my turn.
All right. Next round, Alias.
Okay. All round attack.
Get on the one that's prone.
Yeah. Oh, shit. I just need to convert my attacks into macros.
Those are all 3 hits, and the 18 is a chance for critical. Scimitar?
Yes.
Of course, it's only on the +4 bonus to confirm it. So, but it confirms, so you get a critical on that last attack, and that's with your main hand weapon. So
That's my main
good.
hand, so it's going to be D6 plus 8.
2d6 plus 16.
16. And then D6 plus 6.
Okay, that one doesn't do anything. So really only the critical seems to have impacted it. But it did impact it pretty significantly. Both yours and Brudar's hits look to have done more damage than Votic's, even if Votic's looked more effortless because of his adamantine dagger. Philippe?
I will attack again. What a surprise. I forgot whenever I hit I could have used my studied combat damage, and I didn't, but...
Oh.
Hey!
Hey, you can pass another crit if you want, though.
Does 16 confirm, though? Since he's on the ground, does it?
Oh, yeah, you're right, it doesn't. Not confirmed.
Unless I apply an inspiration roll to it, can I do that? I don't know if I can do it on crit confirm, honestly. I think it's only on attacks.
If it says on an attack roll, then you can,
Yes.
because a crit confirm is technically an attack roll.
Okay, then I'm doing that.
I mean, technically you're supposed to say it before I announce the results, but
No, I can
slide
say
this
it
time.
right after. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay.
I'll let it slide. Go ahead.
Oh!
Okay. You confirm the
God
crit.
damn
You're
it!
gonna pass
the,
it again.
the squeaking.
Yes, I'm going to
Okay.
pass it. And then I will use my studied combat damage, studied strike, on my hit. Which basically just adds a 2d6.
Okay.
So it's 9 plus 8. 17 damage.
17 damage. So some of that
And a
goes
free
to
crit.
A free crit to the next person.
Hey, I'm doing
Hit him,
stuff. I'm doing stuff.
And that would be Votic, probably, unless he misses. Which he might, actually.
He might decide to delay his attack. Oh wait, no, he has an adamant. Yeah, okay, no.
He has an adamantine dagger, so I mean,
Yeah, still
he's
good.
already...
Yeah,
I considered
it's
delaying
fine.
my turn until after.
Hey, there you go.
leave.
Well, that would have been a chance of crit, but he automatically gets a crit, so...
So does it use it or not?
It does use the crit.
Dang.
Yeah, but it's gonna do good damage because he bypasses
do-
all of its DF.
I know, but my crit was wasted now.
Yeah, because he would have had a chance for crit on his own. So, but he doesn't. Well, we don't know. I'm not even going to roll the confirmation roll. So who knows? He probably would have failed the confirmation roll
Oh,
anyway.
okay. I know.
He's only
Okay.
got a.
Okay. Good
I mean,
point.
he's only got a +6, so giving him a crit, like an automatic crit on a hit, is probably actually pretty useful. So he actually does enough to cause this
Hey, there we
dome
go.
to stop functioning.
See, worth it.
And after he does
Yay.
that, he's going to walk around Philippe and move into position next to this thing. And that's his turn. Tiki.
So is this one on the ground or what is it?
This one's. Oh, I need to
It's
put a
down.
little mark on it. It's down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Vodic just finished it off, and then moved on to the next one.
Does Alios look hurt? I can't see his bar.
Alias probably doesn't actually, because he only got hit by the breath, or he's hurt a little hurt actually, because he got hit by the first attack, but the breath weapon didn't do anything to him. I don't think.
Okay, I'll use a wand charge and touch Alios.
Okay, Alias heals for 6.
Okay. And that'll be it.
Okay.
Healing frog, away.
Let's see. This one, the one that goes before Amber, is the one that's still standing and not dead. It's going to attack. It's going to do a double attack on Alios. Ooh, that one hits. And a 23, I believe, hits as well, right? On Alias. So 2 hits. So he does a total of 26 damage on 2 attacks. He slams you twice.
Nice.
Dang.
So yeah, Alias takes a pretty nice chunk of damage. And now it's Amber's turn.
Those are some scars that you can tell while drinking some brew. I envy you.
Oh. I think I hit it this time.
You hit
I
it
think
this
you did
time,
hit it.
yeah.
Hooray for you.
Mantis, have you used any spells this session?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like magic missile and invisibility.
That's okay.
I think she hard cast invisibility
I've
at one
used
point.
2 spells. I've hard cast 2 spells.
Yeah,
Okay.
somebody's gotta
And I've been
save
casting
spells to fight a
Acid
Kai.
Splash.
Yeah.
No, I think it's good. I'm just like curious how much Amber
Yeah,
has
yeah.
used.
I can only use Acid Splash and like
I mean, maybe
maybe
a Kai
spells
isn't
against
here.
these guys.
Maybe a Kai's up, up on the surface of Kaer Maga or something.
Maybe Akai's attacking the academy right now.
He could be. Maybe you guys will get back there and find out that the Freeman
Maybe
Academy.
Akai's a fictitious character and it's been my brother all along.
Oh!
The twist. He removed his tribal tattoos and disguised himself as a Kai.
Wow.
I mean, we know at least that somebody calling you've seen somebody that is calling himself a Kai and that other people refer to as a Kai at the very least, because
He was there.
and
at
he's
the
seen you
auction.
before. Yeah, because you guys were both there at the slave auction. Yeah, Brugar has unlimited hammer spells. This other one I'm just gonna move from the turn tracker because it's dead.
I'm a hammer.
Brugar.
Okay, so I want to move through this dude over to here. How much movement will that take? Will it take 2?
Yeah, it's a double move, or 10 feet of movement to go through this because it's difficult terrain.
Okay, so then I'm
And
gonna
then-
move one more space
so-
here to get 20.
I guess that'd be to 15 instead of 10 actually, because you had to go around this corner. So that's 20.
Yep, and then
And
I'm
that's
going
your
to
total
try
movement.
and my total base movement, and then I'm gonna try and hammer this dude and trip him.
Okay.
Here comes the trip.
And actually, this is just your normal Warhammer you've been using, right?
Yeah,
When I
not the
think
reach
about
one.
it. So actually, I don't think that one actually has the trip ability. So if you had failed by the 10 or more, you wouldn't even get the option to drop it. You would have just got knocked. You would just got knocked prone, huh?
I think so. Yeah, but
Yeah.
Fortunately, it didn't happen.
I have a
You have really good
crazy
trip.
like trip bonus.
Yeah. It came close to happening. If you didn't have that flank against the large one, you would have tripped. You would have tripped yourself. All right, you
I
trip it.
have worked hard to get this trip bonus, and it's just gonna keep getting higher.
Yeah. It's very useful against anything that has feet.
Oh yeah, not so much against the Aleph.
This is exactly why I made Araxi, was just because I was like worried if I run into Brugar. I'm like, I'll just make a character that's immune to trips.
Because
Definitely
you
worth.
foresaw this through divination, right?
Yeah. Yes. It's not my preferred school, but I did foresee it. Alright, we're on to round 4 now. Alias?
Oh, what makes you
Okay.
think I need to trip you to knock you pro?
I think
I'm
that's true. I
gonna,
think technically, even though merfolk are immune to trip, I think they technically get knocked prone by other means.
5-foot step there.
Okay. Get that nice flanking bonus.
Yeah. Eventually, when I find my rolls. There we go.
Don't you know
Groundbreaker, just
that
like,
Brugar has the elite skill Dev Hammer?
unfortunately, all 3 of those attacks miss.
Okay.
Really? Dang.
So that's actually more like Earthshaker. I loved Earthshaker Warrior. Okay, so my favorite like troll build, if people were lying back at me too much on RA, is I take Earthshaker and I would take, what was it called? Discipline Stance.
So
Yeah.
you'd hit their monk and
I'd hit their monk and then knock down the warrior that's lying back at me at the same time with Earthshaker. It's good times. You
I
just had to
would
position yourself correctly to do that.
I would
Anyway,
just
all those
take
attacks
a
miss.
shield bash on
Yeah, I don't
axe
like weapon
warriors.
swapping to an axe warriors. That works fine. Yeah.
I wouldn't be a shock
Philippe.
axe, I'd be a shield bash axe.
Yes, I will do what Philippe does, which is hit crits every day.
Okay.
I'm gonna study him first. Move action study and 11 damages.
You do hit,
I'll go ahead and use the
and
studied damage and add
okay.
2d6. So 7 damage.
Yep. Effectively, that's DR10. So.
I put it together throughout the session. I was pretty sure it was 10,
Yep.
but
Yep. DR10 adamantine. That's pretty much their strongest thing they got going for them.
alright, that's my turn.
All right. Votek's turn. He's got a flank partner now. So he's going to attempt to hit this thing with his adamantine dagger. And he hits.
Woo!
Votek's a beast.
That dagger's a beast.
He just
He's
happens
doing
to have the dagger's a beast, really. He's a level below
He's
you.
hitting, though.
We need
very
to honor
poorly
that
built.
dagger and improve it through. Is it masterwork?
Yeah,
Well, it's adamantine, so it's automatically a masterwork.
Oh, okay. So we just need to
basically.
give it
So
some
he does.
enhancements.
Yeah, he does some pretty good damage to it.
Keep it.
Yeah, it's not even like his main. Like
Find a
he's got
magus and be like,
feats and
here,
stuff.
use this. Dagger magus.
Yeah, he's got like feats and stuff that are basically built around like he normally fights best with his greatsword, but like
Wait, is
his
that
greatsword doesn't
doable?
do any damage here.
A dagger magus? I mean, sure it is, but would it be...
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, it'd be just fine. I mean,
Yeah.
Usually people would probably be
It's
more
only
likely to do something like a
1d4s
kukri
though,
because it has a better
but-
crit range.
Yeah.
But who cares?
Brugar would love an adamantine warhammer. That would be like his prize.
That's this guy's build.
Sure.
It's not quite that bad, but you know how like they have a hybrid class that's like Slayer, where it's Ranger and Rogue combined? He's like, fuck that. I'm just gonna put some levels in Ranger and some levels in Rogue, and it's gonna be fun.
Ugh.
I don't know what I was thinking when I made this character actually, but you know, whatever. Anyway, he hits him for some damage. That's his turn. Tiki.
Okay.
Oh, actually, he should be doing. I should be rolling higher on his initiatives because he's got favored terrain. He has a favorite enemy too, but you guys haven't ran into it. His favorite
I'll
enemy is vermin.
heal Alias with the
He's
wand.
really good at fighting rats. Alright, Alias heals for 2 whole hit points.
Yeah.
Man.
This wand's
Alright.
getting tired.
This thing is tripped. It's going to attempt to stand up as they do. Everyone gets an attack opportunity on.
Oh, I forgot to add in the... There we go.
Nope.
Ooh, Vodic hits. Barely, because it's prone.
Yes, the Brugar value.
Ooh, you confirm the crit. Philippe misses. Barely.
Yep. I knew I missed.
Okay, Alias does some decent damage.
Was it trying to get up?
Yeah, I was trying to get up. You trip it, I'm guessing?
I'm gonna try and trip it
again. Okay.
Guess where you're going. To the ground.
Woo!
Where is my trip button? Where'd it go? There.
Alright.
Yeah.
That works. It's tripped again.
Nice.
It wouldn't have worked if it had been the large one, but this one gets tripped by that.
Hooray.
And it's going to try to swing once at Alias from its prone position. Ooh, chance for critical.
God.
Confirmed
Oh,
Bless
no.
America. I might die.
crit.
Should be
Maybe.
fine.
No, you're probably fine.
You're probably okay though. It doesn't have like that big a crit damage. You know, it's only 13 damage. It rolled really
Oh
low.
man.
Then that other one, that would have hurt though. Those things have.
It could have been
if you guys remember
28.
what it-
Mm.
Yeah, it could have been as much as 28. But those other ones had their damage dice was 2d8, I think, instead of a d10.
Yeah.
So you would have been 48
And a lot of strength.
plus, and they have a lot more strength, so it would have been like plus 16 instead of plus 8. Like it would have done a lot more damage. But so you take 13 damage from a very nasty hit that it gave you, for it at least. And yeah, that's its turn. Amber.
Hail Mary
Don't really have
for
good line of
the
sight.
double nat 20.
Okay.
Nope. I'm gonna pick up my wand.
Okay. Alright, Brugar. It's prone in
Here I
front of you.
come with I'm gonna drop my shield and two-hand my warhammer.
Okay.
And try to finish it.
Yeah, it's a pretty big damage increase going over to two-handed. 'Cause
Yep.
You get or more.
That's the nice
power
thing about the
attack, you get more
warhammer is
strength.
that it's two-handable.
Okay, the first one hits, second one does not. So you do some damage to it.
Yep. That's my turn.
And we're on round 5 now. But this thing is looking pretty battered. Yeah, Alias, you're pretty battered as well.
Okay,
But it's your turn.
I can do 2 standard actions if I don't move, right? Yeah.
No.
Oh, you can
Well,
only do
move
one.
and a standard.
Okay.
Or you do
Okay.
two
You
moves.
do a move
That's
and a
right.
standard.
2
Yeah, you
moves,
can
there we
ref-
go. I'm
Yeah,
going
they
to take a
convert-
total defense.
Total defense? Okay. That's totally fair. You're pretty low, so I don't blame you there. Philippe?
Yes, I will
Unless Alias
attack
had a
it.
move action he wanted to do, but...
No.
Okay.
And I don't get my studied crap, so I have to take that off. So I'm probably going to do nothing. Yeah.
But you do hit. You just don't do any
Do
damage.
nothing.
Yep. Yeah, you're efficient for a crit. It's all good.
Pretty much. That's the plan.
You were close, actually. That was a 17. So if you had like improved crit or a keen rapier, I mean.
I know.
Got it.
That's. I want it. That's my plan.
Vodic's gonna try. He doesn't get the flanking bonus because Alias is doing a full total defense. But he's still gonna try to hit anyway. And he doesn't. That's really a bad roll. Tiki.
I will cast a spell.
Okay.
To heal Alias.
Okay. Alias gets healed for 12. That's pretty much how much damage you took from that last crit, actually. Surprisingly. Alright. And do you do anything else?
No.
Okay. It's going to attempt to stand up again on its turn because it has no intelligence.
It's gotta try it at least once per turn.
No damage.
Nope, but you do hit it. Brugar is going to trip it. Vodic needs to do his attack. Alias, I guess, doesn't get an attack because he did total defense.
Great.
Vodic misses. So, yeah, it's tripped again, but it doesn't take any damage. And it's going to, also because it's not smart, it's going to try to shoot a thing at Alias with its breath weapon back off cooldown. But it doesn't, it's probably not going to do anything, but roll a reflex save, and we'll see. Maybe if it rolls really high, it might get through your damage reduction from resist energy. Probably not, though. Resist energy's
Might
10,
roll a
right?
I have to. I'm getting there.
Oops.
Kidding me?
Yeah, you take no damage because you save, and then yeah. So no damage. That's its turn. Amber. It's still up for some reason.
Does a -2 hit it?
Nope.
Damn.
It was close.
It did.
You were off by about 12.
I would have put my wand away before I did that.
Okay, that's fine. Brugar, your turn now.
Two-hand power attack. 2 more attack.
Those both hit because it's prone, and is that going to be enough to finish it? It might be. Indeed it is. Okay, that's enough.
Hooray.
It's actually right on the dot. It's enough for it to fall apart. It ceases functioning. So now you have 2 huddled masses of a broken bronze skull, or a bronze men, basically.
Is this a good place to call session, Pluto?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, you guys are really close to the conclusion of this arc, at least. This story arc.
Yes.
So, I know these fights were kind of a slog, but
No, that's
Yeah.
fine. I think it's fun. I'm just very tired.
yeah.
Anyone want to guess how many gold pieces I have?
You probably have like
17.
25 gold pieces.
1.5.
Oh, it was close.
Jesus.
Cool.
You spent your
Is this
last
Wheel of
die, every last
Fortune?
die, huh?
Yeah.
That's why
Oh.
you were like,
Spin the
That's
wheel
okay.
I don't
now.
want to. Yeah, you don't actually like that's optimal anyway, right? Like any money, extra money you have just lying around is money that could have been spent on stuff that helps you kill shit.
I had to buy Masterwork
Indeed.
scimitars, man. And a cloak of resistance.
Yeah, that sounds fair.